Sorry, I'm just testing audio. Testing audio again. Okay, why does that sound more normal? That was weird. Okay, let's just go ahead and get started. So again, we're picking up from episode 8 of season 2 of Heaven's Secret. I'm at 29 angel points, 36 demon points. I went pretty heavy on the demon options last time, as you can see, and 18, I think it's glory, honor. I'm like already forgetting what it's called. But the chapter summary says no one is forgiven and nothing is forgotten. Now, I probably shouldn't have already switched the screen because, yep, this always happens every single time. Sorry. Give me a couple seconds to kind of wait by the ads. I still haven't actually purchased anything in the app, so we're gonna get hit with ads per the usual for this stream. Oh, this is incredibly loud in my ear. Okay. Hopefully the music isn't too loud and you can still hear me. If you're having any issues kind of hearing me over the music's too low, music's too loud, please let me know so I can adjust it. We're going to pick off from chapter 8 called Double Standards. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. I was tormented by visions all night long, so I overslept and now I was late for class. And on top of that, I tripped over a rack of clothes. They fell at my feet, and now I had to find something to wear in this pile. What a great segue into into getting me to pick a diamond option outfit. Damn, Mimi didn't wake me up. Where is she? I lifted one of the t-shirts with 2 fingers and, disgusted by it, dropped it back into the same place. What to wear? There was no time to be picky, so I put on the first thing that I found. Ooh. Interesting outfit. That is very interesting. I hate spending diamonds on outfits, so I'm just going to stick with that. I adjusted the final touches and ran to class. Fortunately, the lesson hasn't started yet. I bent down and quietly sat in my place. Miss Alina nervously tapped her fingers on the table, staring out the window. She got carried away with her thoughts and continued to zone out for almost 10 minutes. In the morning rush, I completely forgot about everything, and now I began to feel the burden of reality weighing on my shoulders. Are they really going to class in the middle of like a war? Is that are we resuming the curriculum? Sorry, I had to mute the audio really quickly. Several days have passed since the attempt to free Lucifer and to take my mother hostage. The tension at school was pushed to the limit. Everyone understood that this wasn't the end of the conflict and more terrible things were about to happen. Good. The expectation was exhausting and tormenting. Everyone was restless. The tension could be felt in every gesture, every look, and every nervous tapping on the table. Dino tactfully coughed into his fist in an attempt to get Miss Lania's attention. Maybe we should start? Miss Lania suddenly stopped tapping on the table and her finger froze in the air. Yes, I'm sorry. Finally, she looked at us. Today, you will try to learn how to block your consciousness. Oh, Finally, I've been waiting for this day. And for that, I called in some of the inborn immortals that have the skill of reading minds through the eyes. The more outside pressure there is, the more effectively your studies will progress. She waved in our direction. Please. As luck would have it, I was paired with Dino. He sat down next to me. Can you turn towards me? I adjusted the chair to face him. How about you try to get into my mind first? Once you learn how to get into someone's consciousness, it's easier to block someone from getting into yours. I won't resist so you can easily understand the process. Get inside Dino's head. I wonder what I can dig up there. That's, yes. If it's only 8 diamonds, and I want to see what he's thinking about. I sat down more comfortably and looked into Dino's eyes. His face was calm, serene, as if he had nothing to hide. Imagine that my pupils are doors into the library of all my memories and you need to go through them. Take the memories you need and see them. All right, I'll try it. I peered into his black pupils framed by blue irises, written like a Treville eye, and began to plunge into darkness. The darkness was impenetrable, but soon I started to get a sense of his past. What kind of memory is this? I lingered on that piece of memory, and it began to unfold slowly until it filled all the space around me. Dino stood next to the other angels who had just come to school. He was excited about the the Angels and Demons Academy has just become his new home. Oh, it's baby Dino. Oh, this place is so weird. The immortals age here. Does that mean I'm slowly dying here? He was trying to focus on the teacher's speech when suddenly Fenicio jumped out of nowhere into the yard. Hi, Eric. I've been waiting. I'm so glad you're here. Ew. No. Mm-mm. Hi, KT. We're in the middle of a diamond scene where we're kind of reading Dino's mind through his eyes to practice what it's like to look at their memories. It wasn't expensive, so I decided to take it. But I don't like Fenicio, and he's not any more charming. Um, it like looking into the past than he is in the present, honestly. He looks like a Geralt from The Witcher. Hi. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. I guess I should still give him a deep voice. Where is he? Daddy, what are you doing here? Oh my god, he's such a little baby. He went up to Dino, grabbed his hand roughly, and pulled him along. What's up, Dad? He stopped, squatted down in front of his son, and took his hand. Dino felt his dad shiver. I made a big mistake. An unclaimed came right out after Fenicio. She just graduated and had blue ribbons tied around her wrist. Oh, is this Rebecca? That meant she's just become an angel. Get away, Rebecca. Anger contorted his father's face like Dino had never seen before. He turned purple and seemed ready to pounce on her. Rebecca stood calmly with a proud posture and indifferently lowered hands. I don't understand what I did wrong. Fenicio jumped up and turned to her. The unclaimed don't spend much time here. The inborn angels and demons are returning to school a lot over the years. What will it be like for my son here when I am just a simple teacher? Shame. What is my fault in that, Fenicio? She said it emotionlessly, emphasizing her lack of interest in the conversation. But her deliberate coldness, which no longer corresponded to reality, made Fenicio tremble violently. I got demoted because of you. Because of you, I lost everything. Did I give you false hope? Have I ever told you that I loved you? Damn, she's a real heartbreaker. You acted like an important person when you came to school. Naturally, I felt drawn to you. But I was hoping you favored me not because of some sexual desire. I thought you were happy to help me because you believed in me, not because you wanted me. Oh, kind of got to be on Rebecca's side on this one. You are a real fox, Rebecca. Cunning, selfish, but there is a hunter for every fox. For some reason, these words hurt Rebecca. Her face suddenly flared up with emotion. She grimaced, came closer to Fenicio in a fit, and whispered quickly and anxiously, "No one will tell me what to do." She doesn't look very... I feel like I've never seen her smile look sad. They never change her facial expression. On Earth, I led the boring life of an ordinary woman whose opinion was rarely taken into account. I ended up being hit by a car, driven by some businessman whose money was more important than my life. I followed the outcome. He didn't even do time for it. I was killed and no one even... Oh, there goes her facial expression. I was killed and no one even fought to punish the culprit. Why can't I talk? I was less than nothing. She bent over Fenicio's ear. But I'll make sure that from now on everyone else will do what I want, and that I will be damn worth something. Hi Lexi, how's it going? Happy Tuesday. I'll dig my heels into the immortals' throats and I'll laugh at the fact that an unclaimed brought them to their knees. Holy shit. Our mother is a supervillain in the form of an angel. You are stupid, Rebecca. You have made enemies that are stronger than you. Cat put the first. I did see you. I saw you. I think your timestamp said 6:27, so that's quite impressive. Quite impressive, Cat. We need to do like an award. Hold on. Now I have commands, so I can actually do this. Yes, it worked. Martian Cat streams choices. She's streaming Perfect Match Tuesdays. I think it is at 7:30 on Thursdays, my time, EST. I missed the We Happy Few stream, Cat. I gotta go watch the replay. Crap, I missed that. Yeah, because I think it was on Saturday, and I was busy Saturday. But yeah, if you're interested, if you're enjoying the Romance Club stream and you haven't had the chance to see Cat's Choices stream, definitely go check it out. I try to make it every Thursday. And yeah, I agree. Rebecca's pretty hardcore. I don't think I'd want to fuck with her. You won't hurt me. You've been under my thumb for a long time, Fenicio. He clenched his fist so tightly that his knuckles turned white. Ooh. This is weird. I normally don't get the chance to control someone who isn't Vicky. So what would make more sense? That he kissed Rebecca or hit her? Oh. The dialogue that they gave Fenicio in this scene is quite... how do I say it? Like incel-y? It's giving me the feeling of an incel. Does that make sense? Does that check out? Because I oftentimes feel as a woman myself that whenever I try to engage in like a platonic relationship with a man, more often than not, it becomes something where they think that I have a crush on him. So I'm kind of sympathizing with her a little bit whenever she's saying like, I had hoped that you were spending time with me, not because you wanted me, but because you saw something in like my personality or my prowess. But I also think that I don't put it past Rebecca to be manipulative as well, and to kind of notice when she has power and use it in her favor. So I'm struggling with this one, and I think it's, how do you want to characterize Fenicio? Do you want him to be like truly asshole, incel type of guy, or, which I feel like, I don't know, I guess both of these options could be that, but I think the option that kind of leans more so in that direction is hitting her, and I feel like kissing her kind of makes it seem like he's a little bit kind of like hopeless romantic when it comes to Rebecca. I'm gonna say kiss. I don't know what that's gonna do, but we're just gonna pick kiss. He pulled her towards him and kissed her with raw animal passion in front of his son. Rebecca tried to push him away, but he held her for as long as he wanted. That is disgusting. I am regretting this instantly. Instant regret. As soon as she freed herself from his grip, Rebecca gave him a hard slap in the face. Good for her. A mean celebratory grin appeared on Fenicio's face. I'm regretting this choice with every new dialogue that comes on the screen. Rebecca left, and Fenicio kept looking at her with an unspoken promise in his eyes. All right, that was very awkward and tense, and I wish I had never seen that. The next moment, the memory disappeared into thin air. I returned back to the classroom and saw Dino sitting in front of me. I didn't expect to see that. I didn't expect you to find that memory. We were awkwardly silent, and then Dino said, "Now let's practice blocking our minds." Yeah, he was like, so that way you never have to see that again. Let's practice blocking this time. Ready? Yes. Um, Now, can someone also, I just want to do a quick volume check. How is the music coming along? I feel like looking at my audio mixer feels like my voice is probably coming in louder than the music, but I also want to make sure that you all can actually hear the music. So if someone could help me do a quick audio check, I'd appreciate it. I'll look you straight in the eyes. Don't turn away. Ugh. Try to imagine that you've built a wall between my mind and yours. Got it. Dino froze and his gaze became demanding, penetrating. I felt it dig into my mind. I felt him stirring up my memories. Oh no, what is he going to find in there? Concentrate, smoke me out, block the access, come on. Dino's powers tore down every wall I built. And oh no, what is he going to see? And out of all of my memories, he got hold of the one he should never have. He saw Bont in me. We only kissed him. I mean, still, but it's not that bad. Our touch, our kiss. Dino staggered away from me. Oh no, not that. Pain distorted his face. For what? I've never once taken a diamond option with this man. That's the boy from the tower. Does it really matter? He's an angel, and I haven't seen him before. Dino looked at me with a puzzled yet distant look. Then a wild guess made his pupils widen. Is that the tower boy? I covered his mouth with my hand and looked around anxiously. Hush! You freed the boy from the tower, didn't you? What were you thinking? They're still looking for him. I know. And where is he? This man's a little bit too nosy. The less you know, the better for all of us. Dino shook his head disapprovingly. You like getting into trouble. It has a way of finding me. That wasn't that bad of a reaction. I thought it was going to be way worse. The lesson is over, but please stay a while longer. Miss Lania got worried. She couldn't find her place, unable to collect her thoughts. Everyone go down to the common hall, please. Ugh, this makeover is just like, it's just slightly better, but it's still very disturbing to my eyes. Did something happen? Someone wants to give a speech. Not gonna lie, Seduced by the Rhythm has a scene that I wish I could play forever. I keep seeing that on my Twitter, KT, and like y'all are making me think that it needs to be like one of the books that I play next. I think we're gonna have to throw like a bad book somewhere in the mix there. Like we're probably gonna have to do like what is it, My Hollywood Story, and we can like make fun of that, and then we can play a book that's like somewhat decent. She didn't move, and we didn't move either. Then Miss Lania waved her hands. Well, what are you standing here for? Chop chop! And she led us out of the classroom like a shepherd leads his herd. By the time we arrived, most of the students were already gathered and were impatiently waiting for something. 80. Oh, my babe. 80 seeing me spread his arms. He hugged me in a friendly manner and sighed. Apparently, we're in for another one of Crowley's boring grumblings about how impudent Satan is and how we're all traitors. Oh, 80. Mimi, with folded arms in front of her, scanned the crowd without hiding her dissatisfaction. It's bad enough that they're keeping us hostages here. Now they're also enforcing us to come to endless meetings. Crowley will choke on his own ignorance and selfishness one of these days. Mimi. What? Am I wrong? All of a sudden, he felt so self-important. 100 voices were heard all around, but fell silent at once. It seemed that we were a choir whose voices were stopped by a conductor's gesture. The hall became so silent that the approaching footsteps echoed in every corner. Time stood still. The clatter of the heels seemed to take over the ticking of the clock. Oh, is she out at the tower? Thank you for coming. Did you know about this, Vicky? Nope. No. Mom stood in front of us, calm, composed, and dressed up to the nines. She was free. No ropes around her wings, no shackles on her legs. As soon as she opened her mouth, the crowd started to boo her. Oh, this is brutal. Seeing her, I got indignant or I was surprised. I'm playing the kind of soft for my mom route, so I'm going to say I was surprised. Is it possible that because of the latest events, they decided to pardon my mother and now she's no longer threatened with jail? Mom raised her hands, calling for silence. I gathered you here to ask for forgiveness for my mistake. Girl, no. No, this is not gonna work. If this were Twitter, she would be canceled. And this would be her Notes app apology. That is not going to get taken well. I could start making excuses, but you are unlikely to believe my words. Therefore, I will say this. Even the strongest can give in to a moment's weakness. One of the demons shouted, "Moment's weakness, my ass." The crowd laughed out loud. Was it that funny? KT, you haven't played the Hollywood book yet? I would love to say that I'm going to diamond mine it, but realistically I am going to read it. I'm going to attempt to read it all the way through. It depends on how bad it is, like how far I get with it on stream. If it's a funny bad, then I'll keep going. But there are just some books that are just bad, and I don't want to do that. Mom didn't react to this in any way. If anything, she took an even prouder stance. This incident is no reason to destroy the harmony which has been balanced with such zeal for so many centuries. Satan wants my execution not for the sake of harmony, not for you, but for his own gain. I have some thoughts about this thing, but I'm going to wait until we get through the scene to say them. He wants to show off his power, but the truly powerful don't need to prove anything to anyone. They have already proved theirs long ago. Hey Lucas, my baby's here. Fake tear apology. This is the Twitter Notes app apology that's happening. Do you see how quickly she went from being like, I made a mistake, I fucked up, someone please accept it, to being like, everyone should hate Satan now. This means Satan feels that his influence is fading away. And the world of immortals will pay dearly for his ambition. Mom's voice was fading into the background of quarreling students. Demons didn't listen to her, which we should have never expected them to. Angels joined the dispute, but it wasn't clear whether they were arguing with my mother or the demons. The noise subsided for a moment when a flower was thrown at my mother. What the fuck is this? I saw flying over my head an unusual flower. Okay. Is that a flower? The black obelisk? Obelisk? How do you say that? Who threw that? Everyone whispered. Don't make me say this again. What's a black obelisk? Obelisk? I don't want to say that. God damn it. This flower was destroyed first during the war between angels and demons. Flowers were growing near this place, which resembled it in shape and color. They have become a symbol of hatred and justice. You are immortal and you behave worse than human children. Mom's arrogance and the flower thrown at her just added fuel to the fire. Demon's rage infiltrated every look, gesture, and word. Mom unwillingly took a few steps back when she saw the demons advance on her. Oh shit. They screamed, almost spitting with rage. Oh, wow. It's the first time I've actually, like, seen her scared. The archangels went up to Mom and took her out of the hall before the demons had a chance to pounce on her. I went after them. Things are not looking good for Rebecca. Mom! She turned around, nodded to the archangels to step aside, and came up to me. Now is not the best moment. What was this speech all about? Why this impudence? Do you understand how unfair this is? You were both to blame, yet when Chesto was executed while you were released, no one was to blame. That's the problem with demons. They are easily manipulated. They're angry because you've humiliated them. Are you defending the demons? Yes. This flower. I can't be bothered to say that word over and over again. What did you expect? Do you need my support? I don't need support. Girl, you ran the fuck out of there as quickly as you could, though. So you want to become a demon? Do you want to be in Satan's corner? I feel closer to demons, that's all. You're choosing the losing side. The crowd was gradually moving into the hallway. Bitch, she better go. Mom signaled to the archangels to move on. Let's go for a walk. Oh, I hate to break it to you, sis, but if you get attacked, I don't think I have the power to save you. I don't think I'm strong enough to take on 20 demons, but we can do it. We went outside. Mom kneeled in front of the statue of Harmony and put her hands together in prayer. Her eyes were closed, but her lips didn't move at all. Then she sat down on the bench and was silent for a while, looking at the statue. During my studies, I spent a lot of time here. She paused, as if waiting for something, and then said, Crowley lost the boy. He let him escape and didn't bother to make a decent effort to find him. He doesn't understand how vital Bont is to us. Crowley is failing. He can only handle one problem at a time. She looked at me. I know that you have something to do with his escape. Tell me where Bont is. Bitch! Nope. Is that why you called me? To squeeze information out of me? I could do it by reading your mind. But I want to hear it from you. Every time I think that you're interested in me or want to spend time with me, it turns out that you're pursuing your own agenda again. What are you trying to achieve, Mom? Your pursuit of power sucked every ounce of humanity out of you. Damn, tell her, Vicky. What do you want to hear from me? That you miss me, bitch. Like, that you want to be a good mom. For once. I mean, let me not say for once. I don't know what she was like when she was a human, but she's real fucking cold in this playthrough. Okay, I can ask her, do you want a war on your hands or did you love Winchesto? Yeah, KT. I'm having I would say real mixed feelings about Rebecca, but I think they're mostly negative. They're leaning towards the negative. I don't actually believe that Mom wants a war, so I'm going to ask her if she actually loved him. She sighed. Love is overrated. I loved you and your father. Bitch, well then fucking act like it. But so much time has passed since then that even you have become strangers to me. If my own child has become a stranger to me, how can I talk about love for someone else? He was the only one to trigger something inside me, and I was upset that he was killed. Okay, well I guess that's fair. Leaves rustled behind us and Mom shuddered, turned, and looked around nervously. Aw, Eric. It's not an issue with my audio, right? Or is it just your headphones? Yeah, Rebecca, I'm not finding a lot of moments where I can try to sympathize with her. I mean, at the very least, at least that last kind of bit of dialogue felt like it was a little bit of genuineness that was coming from her, but largely, I don't have a lot of sympathy for her. Leaves rustled behind us and Mom shuddered, turned, and looked around nervously. Is everything okay? Never mind, I don't want to involve you in this. At first, we heard some distant buzzing coming from the courtyard, but the screams and arguments were increasingly louder. Okay. Yeah, if anyone else is having issues with me cutting out, please let me know and I'll see if I can try to fix it. What's going on there? We looked at each other and without saying a word jumped off the bench and walked towards the noise. I don't know what's going on, but I'm nervous. Who besides you? Weakling scared by fairy tales. Are you counting on Miss now? Shut your filthy... Oh, 80. Oh no, baby, don't do this. Shut your filthy mouth, Angel. Or else what? Demons will kick your ass, you arrogant bastards. What's going on here? Okay. Rebecca, I'm gonna need you to step off for a moment, because I don't think your presence is gonna make this any better. Everyone fell silent upon hearing Mom's voice. Asti, once your father paid the price for talking too much, do you want to repeat his fate? This bitch is lacking in charisma. Who the fuck? Who sent her to make this goddamn speech? It's all because of you. I was merely a judge. Your father is to blame. What have you got there? What's happening? She wanted to take a look at the wall where everyone was crowded. This reminds me of something. Oh, is it Malbonte again? I felt the anxiety building up inside of me. Everyone parted. Mom and I came closer to whatever excited everyone. A message was plastered across the wall in giant letters. Was Malbonte right? Ooh. Mom turned around sharply and scanned those present. So, who wants to answer this question? Come on, speak up. Mom looked at me. Vicky? Is Malbonte right that demons are belittled and war is needed to restore balance? Girl, why are you asking me this? Yeah, thank you, Vicky. Why is she dragging me into this? I looked around. Everyone was expecting my answer. Oh. I don't even know what never existed is supposed to be. I'm assuming Malbonte is right. I'm going to assume is either demon or extra points to up your connection with him. Isn't right. I think is definitely angel. Never existed. I don't. Let's just fuck it. Let's just say is right. Malbonte didn't fight just for demons' rights, but also for his own existence. Everyone thought he was a mistake, but he didn't want to be one. It's amazing how alike V and Vicky are. Yeah, no, I fuck with this MC. I think that's part of why I like this book so much is because, like, I just feel like we're very similar. A lot of times whenever I play Choices books, I feel like they kind of make, like, the character, like, an archetype of, like, the super, super sweet individual who, like, doesn't have, like, any sass or something. And Vicky is, she's got a little bit of a bite to her. I like her. I like playing her. The demons supported me loudly. It looks like they don't mind Malbonte anymore. Mom pursed her lips in irritation. Unfortunately, my daughter is easily brainwashed by the crowd. Well, I suggest you go back to school. Mom spoke calmly, and her face was emotionless, and maybe even a little more arrogant than usual. But everyone obeyed her. Despite their apparent dislike, they didn't dare to contradict her. I went inside with everyone, but as soon as I took a few steps, my heart started beating so fast that the pain squeezed my chest. Are we getting another vision? Everything went dark before my eyes. Vision? Vision time? Yes. Okay, burning tree on the screen. Oh. This bitch scared the fuck out of me. Hi, Lucifer. No. What the? I turned towards the tower. Mom was released, but Lucifer is still locked up in there. I started to have visions more often, and Lucifer appeared in them. That's not a coincidence. It only took me a second to decide, and I was on my way towards the tower. What role does Rebecca have at this point? I don't know. I guess she's still like a seraph, right? Like she didn't really get demoted, and her role didn't change because of the court case. It's weird that they kind of let her go and were like, here, everything's fine, Rebecca. Like, it's just, I feel like the demons are just kind of egging on this war. It's quite annoying to watch. The same two archangels who once guarded Bond's door were now standing at the entrance. Only a select few were allowed to go into the tower. I went up to them. Hello. Oh, this is, oof. They crossed their halberds, blocking my way. Where to? This area is restricted. I want to visit. Girl. I want to visit Lucifer. One of the Oh, look. Oh, I got hit with the low glory. Oh, fuck. This hurts. One of the archangels shook his head. Students are not allowed inside. But the tower is close to you. I could use my power of persuasion on them, but is it worth the risk? What if they understand that I influence them, or even worse, what if I fail? What to do? Fuck yeah, I am. I'm gonna see my man. I'm gonna see my man, KT. Trust and believe. I'm gonna do it. I guess I am back to low glory. I don't know how many points you're supposed to have at this point to get low glory, which is very weird because I feel like I took all of the diamond options. Yeah, I had one scene where I was high glory, and now we're back to the fucking we're slubbing it down here, man. I'll risk it. I came closer to them and looked into their eyes. This better work if I paid diamonds for it. I need to get in. And you'll let me. The tattoo started to tingle. The archangels looked at me, mesmerized, and nodded slowly. They moved away their halberds and took a step to the side, letting me through. That's better. I climbed the stairs to the floor where the cells were. We gon' see my mans, we gon' see my mans, we gon' see my mans. It was dark, damp, and so cold that I started to shiver. Oh, that's fine. Well, I don't know how long your meeting is going to be, but I'm sure I'll still be streaming by the time you get back, Eric. A rustle in the corner made me back away carefully, but this only attracted the attention of whoever was making the noise. The rustle intensified, approaching me. A hand emerged from the darkness. Someone's fingers grabbed my wrist and pulled me closer to the cell bars. I wonder if this is the corpse that I told off. Oh my god. Why is he grabbing me like this? Don't be afraid. I knew it was you. Bitch, no the fuck I did not. Why are you trembling then? Oh. Just kidding, Eric. Thank God you're just at the part. Twitch just started working for me. I was so scared I missed this part already. No, you made it just in time. I don't know. He slowly lowered my hand and pressed me against the bars. She deadass thought she was about to die. I thought that the demon, he wasn't a demon. He was like this, like, I don't know, like afterlife soul that we had like fucked over like early on into like book 2, I think. Or maybe at the end of book 1. I thought this was where it was coming back. He examined me from head to toe. Did they decide to lock you up too, or are you just passing by? I was passing by and thought I'm getting all tongue-tied around this, man. Look at me. I was passing by and thought to drop in on you. You're causing way more trouble than I am, but somehow I'm the one in prison. Would you like me to be jailed? Ugh! Lucifer, stop it! Stop it, sir. Stop it. I'm blushing. Stop it. Ah! Only if it's in the same cell with me. These words made me blush. Lucifer fell silent, as if he said it accidentally. Oops. Whoop! But seeing my shyness, he chuckled. Is everything okay? Why did you come? I'm tormented by visions. I don't sleep well. You've appeared more than once in them. I know visions are hunting you too. Thank fucking God we're finally having a conversation about this. I was thinking about this like sometime after Friday streaming. Sometime after Friday streaming, I was thinking about the fact that like we keep having visions at the same time as Lucifer, and for some reason we're just not talking about it for some reason. I was just wondering why. KT said all she needs is a 3-way and boom, scene of a lifetime. With who? Who's gonna be the third person? Bont? I'm curious to hear everybody's propositions. His face became serious. What am I doing in your visions? Shouting. Lucifer pressed against the bars. Crowley is feeble-minded if he thinks it's over. Can you run away from school? What? Yeah, what? The fuck? I think we should stay away from each other. These visions, they draw us closer. And this connection needs to be severed. What? Are you breaking up with me? What the fuck? He hit the bars. I can't leave, as you can see. Is that what you suggest me to do? Run away? Yes. No, it's not in my nature. He shook his head respectfully. I already understood that, Vicky. What visions did you see tonight? I need all the glory points I can get. I'll take it. What makes you think I saw something? I think our visions are synchronized. I think they are too. I saw you scream. No, KT. Oh, y'all playing fucking games with me this past week. No. No. I don't even want Andy in any scene of mine, much less one of those spicy diamond scenes. No, Not even the makeover they gave him can save him for me. Why would anyone send us these visions? It's not necessarily someone. Like Eric said, gross. When an important event is about to happen, I'm talking about a significant one, charged with powerful energy. The universe predicts it. We see these visions because we're a part of that event. That's why I want you to leave. So we can avoid whatever the future holds for us. So, you want me to leave? I know what Vicky is doing. Vicky's like, you don't really want me to go. Like, you like me, right? And Lucifer's like, no, you should go. Yes. How many times do I have to repeat it? Lucifer was staring anxiously at me. He first looked into one eye, then the other, as if trying to find answers to his questions. His request hurt me. Yeah, girl, I know you like him. Was I hurting because I won't see him again? I was afraid to answer that. Lucifer saw something in my face. His breathing suddenly intensified. Not physically. I'm sorry. That just took me out. That just took me out. Okay. Normal voice from now on. All right. Until Andy comes back, at least. I had a lot of time to think here in prison. His voice was unusually serious, but without any hint of aggression or arrogance. It was the first time I've heard him open up like this. Oh. When Father broke your neck, I was afraid that... He snorted his displeasure, closed his eyes, and began to rub them as if his thoughts gave him a headache. Oh, he did. You know what? I'm actually kind of the exact same way whenever I am getting mushy. I really hate getting too emotional. Oh, I've been waiting. Oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for. Damn it, this is so corny. I got scared that I'd lose you. I realized that I don't want to lose you. Oh my God. Whoever wrote this scene, I hope they got promoted. I really do. I really do. I realize that I don't want to lose you. Actually, the only thing I can think about in here is you. Oh, my heart. I think of you so often that I'll start hating you soon. I think about you too. He pursed his lips as if my words didn't sit well with him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that my complete mental breakdown is acceptable. I fucking love this scene because I relate to this so hard. Like, I don't know if Lucas is still on. Lucas could tell you I'm the same fucking way. Whenever I have feelings for somebody and they're like, I like you too, I'm like, this is gross. I'm like, I don't like this. I hate getting mushy like this. Then his mocking grin reappeared. What? I don't know how someone could. He fell silent. I waited patiently, but he kept silent. Lucifer? Sir, if you don't fucking say what you were gonna say, nuh-uh, now we end this moment. You can't pull back? Never mind, it's nonsense. Being alone in a confined space drives me a little crazy. I'm blabbing. No, you're not, sir. No, you're not. Tell me. Ooh, I'm not gonna leave this jail. I'm not gonna leave it. I wish he was around last night. Yeah, so when we recorded, Eric, for at least the first like 3 minutes of the podcast, was just like, "Where's Lucas?" Because we didn't record with him. It was just me and Eric, and Eric went on a like 3 minute soliloquy about how he had preferred if Lucas was there and not me. I think you should go. Lucifer. See you this fucking asshole. See you soon. He faded into the darkness where I could no longer see him. Lucifer! Are you playing games again? I slammed the bars viciously. Fine, suit yourself. I love Vicky's attitude. No matter how much you deny it, I understand what's going on with you. I waited a little longer, but Lucifer didn't respond. He's so infuriating, I swear to God. I turned on my heels, clenching my fist in rage, and walked quickly towards the stairs. This fucker. Noticing me, one of the archangels went inside to check if everything was fine. I think if he heard everything that was going on up there, he knows that everything was more than fine. The other one stayed with me. I advise you to return to school as soon as possible. Did something happen? No. Seraph, Rebecca, and the other angels are searching the school. Students to stay in their rooms. She's looking for Bont. Oh, shit. I ran towards the school, shouting on the go. Thank you. I only stopped when I reached the academy, completely out of breath. Angels were snooping around. Oh, shit. Ooh, this is hard. I can either go back to the room, I can find Mom, or go to Bont. I feel like going to Bont would be like a quick way for them to find me, so Bont? Okay, Kat said Bont. Ooh, maybe we should do another quick poll. Oh wait, hold on. Did I ever end that last poll? All right. Which option should pick? I like this. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing these polls, but I think they're fun in the meantime. All right, that should have started the poll. So I have the command room for go back to the room, Bont for go talk to Bont, and then Mom for go find Mom. So again, it's the exclamation point, vote, and then room, Bont, or Mom. And you don't need the little dashes, the little arrows. I don't know what they are. So we have 1 vote for room, 1 vote for Bont, 2 votes for Bont. Cool. People are kind of into this Bont thing. Well, oh shit, we're at 50-50 again. Another vote for room. Interesting, no one's voted Mom yet. This is tough. I'm gonna give it like another like 30. Oh, Bont. I'm gonna give it like another like 15 seconds or so. Mom is rotten. Cat said don't waste your time on her. Oh no! I mean, yes, thank you for voting, but now we're back at 50%. And that's 6 votes. Mom is trash. Okay, well, we can all agree that mom is trash. Now, maybe it's because we're at 50-50. You know what? Since we're at 50-50, I'm going to go ahead and make the deciding vote. And I'm going to choose the one that I think is going to cause the most drama. And I believe it's going to be Bont, so we're going to go see Bont. I ran into the abandoned hall. Bont! Bont! I walked around the entire room, but he was nowhere to be found. Bont! Bitch. Oh, I knew it! I fucking knew it, that if I went after him, that she was gonna find me, but it's fine. I knew what I was getting into when I picked this option. I knew that you'd lead me to him. I was so scared that I screamed and jumped. Mom? I told Crowley that since Shefa doesn't feel the boy's energy, that he must still be somewhere in the school. I sensed he was here. Crowley had tried a little harder. Yeah, Cat, big uh-oh. She heard us talking crap about her. She shook her head. Where is he? So you didn't take him? Mom and I stared at each other, confused. If it wasn't the angels who took him, then who? Did he leave on his own? Somewhere in the distance there was a lingering hum. What's that? The doors opened, and an angel ran into the hall. I was told you were here. He looked out of breath and scared. Oh shit. An entire army is moving towards the school led by Satan himself. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Okay, plus 4 angel points, putting us at 27, plus 7 demon points, putting us at 31, plus 4 glory points, putting us at 16. And I will tell you that I know for a fact that we're very low glory at this point. I know we are, and it hurts because briefly, the last time that we streamed, I had one amazing, I mean, just like almost like an Oscar-winning moment where I had glory. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is pissing me off. I don't know why I keep getting these fucking messages. So, anyways, before I was rudely interrupted by whoever that spam message was. Yep. And you know what, Kat? It's real insulting, because I bet you they don't go on like Pokemon's stream and ask her if she wants followers. I bet you they don't. KT said we're in trouble now. Yes, we are. Eric Mitch is about to hurt. You mean it's about to get messy in here? Am I reading that correctly? Okay, Snarnia says you need 1 more angel point for the next chapter, I think. Okay. Well, I can play nice for one choice. I'm not going to share the screen quite yet because I feel like they're going to give me another sponsor, so give me 1 second. So, episode 9, so it's the last episode of the season, so there's definitely going to be a twist in this one. There's no way back, only war is ahead. Good. Eric says it's probably the YouTube bandit. You know, the YouTube bandit may... Can we all just mutually agree that the YouTube bandit is like a bit also? Like, everyone knows that. Everyone's aware of the fact that it's based off of real stuff, but it's mostly a bit. Because I had one person that was like, you seem really upset about this. And I'm like, I wasn't. I really wasn't. But if the YouTube bandit is a real person, if it really is one person, like my hypothesis kind of suspects, I mean, man. What a dedicated... Oh, did I read Eric? No, it was not you who said that. Why did I read Eric? That was so weird. Um, it could be the YouTube bandit. I don't know. I'm sorry, Eric. That feels kind of rude, doesn't it? That I like read someone else's message and said it was you. Yeah. KT said I hate the spam. I mean, finally, thank God. Thank God that I finally figured out how to delete people's messages. Because I remember last time on stream we got a very similar spam message, and I didn't know how to delete it, so to say on the screen, it was very unfortunate. Thank you. I also thought it was a hilarious bit. I was mostly doing it for the laughs, really. Chapter 9, Dance of Death. The school got swallowed by chaos and fear, screams, panic, and explosions from far away. Silence. Although Crowley looked calm and restrained, unlike the others, his eyes expressed no less concern. Mom stood behind him with her back straight and hands lower to the sides. You are a very easy scapegoat, Eric. I will admit that. It seemed that she was the only one who didn't worry about the things to come. I called for reinforcements. All you have to do is sit in your rooms. We don't have enough fighters. Those interested can join us in defending the school. Disciples cannot participate in war. Inborn angels and demons are trained well enough. They have the right to fight for justice. Sorry, just give me 1 second while I take a big sip of water. My throat's getting kind of dry. All right. We won't fight for you. The demons supported Aussie. Mom's lips slowly curled into a grin. And I'm not asking you to. She turned to the... What? Turned to the Seraph. Why did the screen just... Why am I stuttering like that? Why did the screen just shake? We don't have time anymore. Oh, here we go. This chapter is great. I have high expectations because it's the finale of season 2, so it's got to be a banger to set us up for season 3. They went down the stairs, but not before Mom said, "Use your brains, immortals." Mimi and I looked at each other. Oh God, is this for real? Uh-huh. Oh yeah. I stood at the window and stared into the distance, waiting for Satan's army to appear somewhere on the horizon. I could feel terror and rage building up inside. Immortals are no better than humans. Blood and death are the only solutions they can think of to solve their problems. Mimi made some tea to calm down. You know what? Something so fucking funny about an army approaching from the outside. And Mimi making a cup of tea. Rebecca is completely deranged if she thinks some demons will fight on her side. Ooh. Should fight for Satan. Because we need an angel point, right? So let me just do... We're gonna say the Academy. For the Academy? What did the Academy ever do for me? Why should I risk my life for it? Thanks, but no thanks. Mimi's voice trembled and she was all pins and needles. Her every movement betrayed nervousness. She brought me a mug of tea and her hand trembled and she stumbled, spilling some hot tea over me. Girl. Oh, I'm sorry. Please, forgive me, please. She tried to wipe off the stain, but she did so forcefully that I could hardly stay on my feet. Mimi. Give me a sec here, I'll fix it. Mimi. I gently grabbed her hands. Yeah, this bitch is nervous. She looked at me. Everything will be fine. What if Dad gets killed? Back on Earth, people die every minute. But I'm not used to it. I'm not ready. Her voice became hoarse, her lips dry and chapped, stretched with tension. She was trying to hold back tears. He'll be fine. And now I've ruined your clothes. Priority number 1. That seemed to be the last straw. She shrugged her shoulders, straightened up, and looked at me without a hint of tears. I need to pull myself together, crying in front of an unclaimed. I won't fall that low. Kinda hurts having Mimi call us an unclaimed. Not gonna lie. Well, people die pretty much every day. Life is short. Very true. She opened the closet and threw me several outfits to choose from. Here, take off that awful outfit. I love getting dressed for the end of the academy. Look at this. Could you imagine? I mean, look, it's great because we can see the tattoos peeking through. It's cute. But could you imagine wearing this as the academy is about to go into... Wow, they really stepped down the free options, didn't they, at this point? Clothes are always top priority for MC, even when about to go into war. And I mean, really, if you're going into war, do you want to wear this, or this? You pick. Which one's going to be more comfortable? I mean, I'm not spending diamonds on outfits, y'all. No, I don't do that. It's definitely going to be the sweats, though. I don't know if I want to go to war in the sweats, but out of the three, it's going to be the sweats. My hands were trembling as I took off the previous outfit and put on a new one. It seems such a ridiculous, absurd thing to do when an entire army is approaching. I agree. What is she going to do, flash them? Yeah, we're not going on a date. Could you imagine, like, an outfit that's, like, so amazing that you could literally stop a civil war happening? It's crazy. High glory, you get more free options, unfortunately. Oh, that's interesting. Eric, you are a hankering for a ban. Eric says save the diamonds, I agree. But it distracted me a little. Bam. As soon as I changed my clothes, something crashed into the school. The walls shook and stones came tumbling down. Are they here already? Yes, they are. We ran to the window. In the distance, we saw a long, perfectly straight line of demon flying towards us. That is fucking terrifying. And their strongest ally and most powerful weapon was fire. Mimi and I joined hands and silently watched the silhouettes getting closer. Soon they were so close that I could see every demon's face. Dozens of rows of demons and all sorts of repulsive creatures surrounded the school. Satan stood in front of them, unwavering like his army. His lips trembled with rage and his eyes burned with flame. Final warning. Satan stood in front of his army. Crowley came out too. Ooh, Angles. I'll read it seriously. Wait, hold on, that fucked me up. Angels lined up in rank behind him. Never. Then you've made your own bed. Satan dug his nails into his ribs and turned them inside out. He took off his human appearance like a fancy dress and turned into a real monster. Oh, there shall be war. The demons roared and rushed forward towards the angels. Both sides collided in an instant. It was hard to tell who's who. Oh, Mammon. Oh, I hope he's okay. Yeah, Angles. At first I made fun of it, but then I was like, it's actually kind of fucking up my reading. Dad! Yeah, I hope he's okay. Oh, blood for blood. Mimi almost jumped out of the window, but I held her back. Yeah, girl, you don't want to go out there. She pushed me away. I'll fight alongside my father. Thanks for following. Satan looking better than Lil Nas Satan. So did everyone see the performance? I think it was like the BET Awards that happened like last night, I want to say. Did everyone see Lil Nas X performance? I liked it. It's dangerous. You could be killed. Your mother gave the go-ahead. She hysterically, angrily laughed and spreading her wings was about to take off. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, there's actual sound effects in this book. Okay. Fireballs one by one hit the school. Vicky. Mimi. Her eyes were all I saw amid the bedlam. Yeah, I agree. I think it was a great performance, Eric. One of the walls collapsed from the explosion, the floor tilted, and we tumbled down together with the furniture. But the only thing I could see was Mimi's eyes, scared like a child's, and her hand reaching out to me. Mimi! I tried to do somersaults in midair. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be serious. But the description of doing somersaults in midair is wrecking me. As the world kept spinning around me, I tried to spread my wings and fly, but it was all useless when that many things were falling around me. Bam. I felt excruciating pain as if every bone in my body got broken. Oh, come on, Romance Club. What the hell? I love this. You guys can't see the app. You can't see the ad, but the ad is essentially like a crosswords. A crosswords like a game, and it's a great. Oh shit! I didn't mean to show it that. My bad. Now we're back. The room is ruined now anyway. Yep, here we go. 3 comments about the room. I can't ever fucking escape this from you guys. It might actually look better. It probably does, Eric. It probably does. If Mimi dies, roll in the Mass Effect death count. We actually do have a death counter as a command on stream. But I haven't died yet, so I haven't used it. Man, hold on. Let's just take a second to appreciate the artwork, because holy crap, this is gorgeous and frightening. I got up somehow. I couldn't understand what exactly got broken, but the pain was so sharp I couldn't take a single step. Not more Latin. Oh my god, my throat is killing me. Thank you for your support, Fishy Buns. Because, see, where the trolling comes in is that I started playing the book on Free Diamond Weekend, which is when I would have lost literally nothing, but I didn't know it was Free Diamond Weekend. So now I just get trolled. I just get trolled for the room. I don't even know how to say this. Quartizamos Satan Amo? Start on yeah, it was Diamond Rush. The demon appeared from behind, breaking away from the fighting crowd. He pushed me against the wall and grabbed me by the throat. His red eyes pierced through me. I felt everything inside me starting to burn, especially my eye sockets. His glance burned harder than an open flame. Let me go. Did you let Winchesto go? That wasn't me, bitch! His fingers squeezed harder around my throat, and the fire in his eyes blazed up even more. Fire! Oh, baby, don't get hurt. Oh, don't get hurt. The dragon's roar thundered across the sky, and the air seemed to tremble. Free Diamond Weekend saved me from Seduced by the Rhythm because best book ever. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm sold. I'm sold, KT. Everyone raised their heads up for a moment, but immediately returned to their fight. The demon paid no attention to it. He continued to glare at me. Oh, Fire, please don't get yourself hurt. Fire landed next to us. Uh-oh. Diamond? Okay. The demon barely managed to turn around. No! Oh, Fire about to fuck his shit up. Fire rushed forward, opening his mouth. Crunch, crunch. Fire sank his teeth into the demon's throat as if it were a rubble. Ain't nobody told me Fire was a little killing machine like this. Blood gushed, making everything around us red, including me. Oh my god, he ripped his head off. How should I react? I'ma thank his ass. Should I become... Well, I don't want to... No, I'm going to thank him because I don't want him to think that I disapprove of that because he did save me. So, yeah, I agree with KT. Yes, eat him! I try to calm down. He saved my life. Thank you. Fire jumped up and stamped his feet. Then he shook the blood off and snorted contentedly. Good. Glad he's on my side. I looked around. Panic suddenly swept over me. Where's Mimi? I need to find her. Fire silently lay down on the ground so I could sit on him. At least I know it's not his blood this time. I threw my one over his back and clung to his scales with my hands. One flap of his wings and we were up in the sky. Oh, let me tell you, that deciding to adopt him was a good choice. Mimi fell with me. She could have tumbled down anywhere. Where are you, Mimi? Fire? Urgh. Wait, hold on. Lucifer saved you if you didn't take care of fire? I'm just having a moment of silence because I kind of wish that I saw that scene instead. I mean, no offense to fire, but I kind of wish that Lucifer had saved us instead. In the replay, everyone, in the replay, I'll see the scene. Fire took a sharp right. I almost fell. What's the matter? He started to wiggle oddly from one side to the other and gradually slowed down. Is he okay? Oh no, what's wrong with Fire? What's up, boy? Bam! We landed hard on the ground. Fire fell to the side. Again, great artwork. Horrifying, but great artwork. Oh, you've been hit. Someone had thrown a spear at him. I'ma fuck them up. Let me know who hurt my baby. This is gonna hurt my friend. I gripped the hilt of the spear and with one short jerk tore it out of the dragon's body. His open mouth flashed in front of my face. Fire rushed at me and covered me with his body. Another demon was aiming his spear at me but hit the dragon instead. Fire! No! Pain enraged Fire. He threw the demon aside with one blow of his mighty paw and the demon crashed into a tree and instantly died. Holy shit. Fire! Without letting me so much as touch him, Fire flew up into the sky. Blood dripped from his open wound and scattered through the air, leaving a red trail behind. Oh God, I hope he didn't fly away to die. Someone grabbed my hand and turned me around. Well, okay, let me stop. What are you doing here? Why didn't you take cover? A cannonball hit the wall and my room was destroyed. How'd you get out of the tower? Obviously, they broke him out, Vicky. Same story. Yeah, I agree. I'm with Kat and KT. I'm gonna be pissed if I adopted this dragon and he dies, because he really just threw down the gauntlet for me. Oh my God! Oh, I can't take it! He pulled me to him and hugged me tightly. Oh. You need to get out of here. Lucifer got surrounded by several archangels, and they weren't going to let him get away that easily. Oh, shit. You're nothing but trouble. We'll put an end to it today, Lucifer. And Daddy won't help you. You could try. Lucifer was exhausted after being in prison, and one of the archangels managed to hit him on the head. I love when Lucy shows up because of V screams. I can't help it. This how I react when my man shows up on screen. Bang! The archangel stunned him, grabbed his hands, and dragged him into the heart of the battle where soldiers were trying to take each other's lives. There were screams everywhere, emerging into one awful cacophony. The sky seemed to be stained with the blood of fallen soldiers. Even immortals were mortal. What an irony. They get scared like people, they die with the same despair on their faces. I froze, stunned by the sounds of death. Girl, you better save your mans. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it. And then saw Lucifer's eyes. A golden rope wrapped around his neck was Bitch! Bitch! Who is hurting him? I felt like a small child thrown into a world of cruelty which I can't possibly cope with. Oh, Shefa, this is a real war. Try to save him or kill one of the archangels. That is the only acceptable response to Lucifer scenes. I'm 100% with you. I love him too, and I don't even play this game. Oh, shit. Is this like an angel versus, like, demon choice? Like, killing one of them is a demon and trying to save Lucifer is an angel choice? I'm kind of leaning towards killing them because they're kind of pissing me off right now. I know he's not going to die either way because they're not going to, like, kill off a love interest, so it's really just kind of how I want to kill one of the archangels. I ran after them. I didn't have a plan, I didn't have any specific actions in mind, but I had to at least try something to distract myself from the brutal screams. A demon fell dead right in front of me. Without hesitation, I grabbed his bloody sword and rushed at the archangels. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thrust. The sharp blade passed between his ribs and pierced his heart. It felt like something burst inside the immortal. Oh, shit. He fell to his knees, then to one side, and finally stopped moving. Oh my god, I killed him! When I looked in horror at my trembling hands, or while I looked in horror at my trembling hands, Lucifer threw the second angel away from him. Listen, I'll oh, look what they did to him! No, I'll feel bad. I don't feel bad. Lucifer pushed me away. Go away! I fell to the ground. I know he's trying to protect me, but sir, let's not act like I didn't just save your life. A fight broke out near me, and I had to crawl back to avoid being hit. From below, everything seemed even more terrifying and gruesome. Blood gushed everywhere like in one of Tarantino's movies. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting that. Like in one of Tarantino's movies. That is hilarious. Thank you for including that in the dialogue. Everything seemed unnaturally crimson, including the sky. Someone's boots stopped a couple of inches away from my face. Andy? Dino? I slowly raised my head. Oh. Our paths meet again, unclaimed. Grabbing my wrist, he lifted me towards him in one jerk. He pulled me closer and growled through his teeth. Which side are you on? Path of the demon. I pulled my hand away and nervously straightened my clothes. KT said kill Bill his ass. Not on their side, that's for sure. Your mother is a seraph and you're not on the angel's side? He took out his sword. That's hard to believe. The weapon flashed, reflecting the light of the moon. The sword cut through the air. Oh, dodge! Somersault. I flew up. Yeah, but listen, I learned some shit, okay? The demon wanted to pursue me, but one of the angels attacked him and he had to leave me alone. The sky was brimming with fighting pairs of angels and demons. I tried to spot my friends amid the aggressive and desperate fighters, but there were too many immortals flying around. But then I saw Dino, and I felt a strong wave of excitement and fear take over me. Dino... No. 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 Dino carried Mimi in his arms. She was unconscious and her arm was dangling like a rag doll's. Mimi! I flew up to them. Dino gently laid Mimi on the ground. What's wrong with her? Is she alive? An accident can't kill an immortal. But she has a lot of broken bones. I'll take Mimi to the infirmary. Is there anyone even in the infirmary at this point? I thought everybody was fighting for their lives. Good. He got up, holding her in his arms. He wanted to go, but then he hesitated. Be careful, okay? You too. I watched them go, clueless as what to do next. Yeah, bitch, I am lost. What the fuck are we supposed to be doing right now? Should I fight? But on whose side? And if I choose a side, am I capable of killing them one by one? What if I die myself? And you will. I turned around and peeped from behind the pile of stones that hid me from prying eyes. Yeah, I'm glad we hid because What's happening? Oh, okay, I was like, that's a long-ass scene transition. It's a dance of death and only the survivors will hear the applause. The longer you live, the more you value your life. Or perhaps it's the other way around? I watched demons and angels throw themselves to their doom, as if this was nothing but a game to them. But the blood was real, and the screams of the dying were terrifying, piercing me to my very core with horror. I was scared, and I wasn't ashamed of it. It's always scary to die, no matter how brave you are. Uh-oh. Satan? Demons and angels parted and even stopped fighting. The seraph... No! I knew I never liked this man. No. I knew that I never liked his ass. I knew that I never liked his ass. Just wait, you making me nervous. The seraph held a sword at Lucifer's throat. Mom was standing by. Mom! And I never liked your bitch ass either, Rebecca. Becky. Before that, I hadn't seen Satan on the battlefield, but once he heard the seraph's voice, Satan landed close to the arriving party. Did the rat smell that the ship was sinking and decide to get out? Stop it. I have your son. I don't think... I'm just gonna take a wild guess. I'm gonna take a wild guess and assume that Satan doesn't really care about Lucifer that much. Maybe I should be a little bit more hopeful. Maybe I should give him the benefit of the doubt, but I just don't think so. If you don't surrender and withdraw your army, I will kill him. Shepha gave me permission. I advise you to soberly assess the situation, Satan. Alright, we kill him first and then Mom. Oh my god. Lucifer wanted to break free, but it seems he was beaten up hard before that. One of the angels... I'm gonna make heaven burn, bitch. If you put your hands on my mans, I'm gonna make this bitch burn. One of the angels hit Lucifer's legs and he fell to his knees. This is sad. Lucifer, did you hear me, Satan? Surrender or your son dies. Satan straightened up, began to slowly stretch his back, and suddenly laughed softly. I will kill him. As confirmation of his words, Crowley pressed the blade harder against Lucifer's throat. A trickle of blood ran down his neck. Lucifer was silent, but kept pushing the sword away, trying to move the blade away from his neck. He looked at his father, awaiting his reaction. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna be a heartwarming moment, y'all. He was obviously scared, but he held back his fear like a well-trained dog. Bring down the fire and brimstone. Satan spread his wings slowly as if intimidating those around him. Crowley jerked and the army of angels were alert. Yeah, see, they're threatening him, but they don't want to fuck with him either. One more step and I will kill him. You know what? Why am I even gasping like I'm shot? Because I'm not. Why did I even gasp? Why did I even take a breath of air? So kill him. Lucifer, I'm sorry to say it, sweetie, but I don't know why you surprised, baby. Because, you know your dad don't care about you. Vicky, you shouldn't be surprised either. Mom's pissed off. What? You heard me. You can kill my son. There are things more important than him. Fuck this man. Fuck this man. Fuck this man. He sucks, bro. I mean, it's Satan, but, still. Oh, Lucifer's pissed off. He's screaming. Lucifer jumped up, letting the blade cut his throat. Blood gushed out of his mouth, flowed over his clothes, but Lucifer only covered the bleeding with his hand and rushed to Satan. Satan just pushed him away with his wing and advanced on the seraph. Attack! Why did I guess already? See? Same reaction. Oh shit, nature then went mad. Oh, is God here? Hold up, is this God? Oh, hell. A strong wind rose out of nowhere, and the lightning bolts appeared in the sky. The ground trembled as if angry that the harmony had been disturbed again. Like creeping snakes, cracks appeared everywhere. They then started to widen. Angels and demons engaged in a fierce battle, barely paid attention to what was happening around them. What to do? I'm gonna help Lucifer, bitch. You already know. The battle continued both on the ground and in the sky. To get to Lucifer, I had to take off and then descend into the thick of it, miraculously avoiding the edge of many sharp blades. Lucifer was lying on the ground and in a pool of his own blood, not even trying to get up. Lucifer! He looked at me indifferently, sat down on the ground and wiped his face and neck. The wound was already healing itself. Lucifer looked around the battlefield and laughed so bitterly that I could feel his pain. Isn't this ironic? Thanks for the help. But I'll take it from... He tried to get up but staggered. Yeah, you fucked up. God rolled up. Who causing all this mess? The ground trembled again, this time more strongly. The cliffs began to move and started crashing into one another. The wind became so strong that it knocked me off my feet. The cries of the conquered and victors were swallowed by the distraught elements. Bam! For a moment, everything lit up with a bright light. I'm telling you, this is God, bro. I turned around and froze. One of the floating cliffs flew so close to us that I could touch it. There was a lone tree atop. This is the tree. This is a lone tree atop this piece of flying rock. A lightning bolt flashed in the sky and silently hit the tree. The visions are coming true. I watched, bewitched by the flaring fire, devouring leaves and branches, and I couldn't move an inch. She said, oh boy, here we go. Suddenly my legs, as if moved by someone else, led me towards the fire. My wings opened up as if pulled by invisible strings. Lucifer was attracted to it, the same as I was. He obediently followed the call. What is happening here? We took off. What the fuck is happening? Vicky, no! What is happening here? What is happening? As soon as we flew up to the cliff, we were pressed against the tree. The fire subsided, but only a little, still promising to leave nothing but ash behind it. What's going on? I tried to break free from the tree, but my whole body seemed to be glued to the trunk. My hands, I'm fucking flabbergasted right now. I am like shook. My hands were spread apart, touching Lucifer's open palm on one side and someone else's palm on the other. It's Bont, isn't it? Bont? Bont, is that you? Uh-oh. This is so interesting because what is this? This is a demon, an angel. Both the demon and angel are very powerful. Because we've learned that Bont is obviously a very special angel. He's unconscious also from reading the text. And then an unclaimed who has had a strong connection to Malbonte. I feel it piecing together in my brain. This is fate. What's happening? What is happening? You're right. Huh? Yeah, bitch, that's me too. Vinicio came out from somewhere. He was holding the goblet of blood. This son of a bitch. You? Vinicio stopped in front of me. He smiled slowly. Bont is an angel. Son of a bitch. Lucifer tried to break free and scream. I felt his strength trying to manifest itself, but something more powerful than him suppressed it. Vinicio came very close to him and whispered through his teeth. Satan gave you up to be torn apart by demons. I don't think you were surprised. Shut up. Calm down. Or do you still want to grovel before your father who doesn't care about you, before the seraph, who was an unclaimed no longer than yesterday, before the rest of Sheffa's stupid sycophants? This man has been preparing his speech for his whole life. I can tell you this paragraph, he's been ready for this moment. I was waiting for that reaction to Vinicio. He stepped away from us, clutching the goblet. Why? Why did you need all of this? The struggle on the ground was fierce. Mom and Crowley, along the others, were cutting their opponents into pieces. Satan kept dropping dead bodies in his path, and Vinicio was so calm, as if everything was going according to plan, because it is! He's got a plan! I know it! What happened once will happen twice. The fire flared up with renewed vigor and soared up as if touching the moon itself. Vinicio looked into the empty goblet and suddenly spoke slowly as if at a meeting with friends. The children of angels and demons did die, but that was a period of instability. And only one child survived. Malbonte. He was powerful and dangerous, especially his ideas of domination. Sheffa realized that the only way to keep the harmony was to kill him. But sensing the good in the child, he couldn't destroy him. Bont is the angel part of Malbonte? And then he divided the boy's essence as the whole world was divided into two hypostases. Let's move on. Good and evil. The evil one was sentenced to captivity since it couldn't be destroyed without the good side. The good side took on an angel's disguise. He couldn't set foot on earth or in hell. Sheffa locked up in the school tower in heaven, forbidding him to go out. He could only come into contact with a few select angels. I can't fucking talk. The school's laws didn't apply to him, so time seemed to have stopped for him. The tower blocked Bont's powers and the connection that could arise with his dark side. But the boy grew, as did his dark side in captivity. It was tortured for an eternity, and only one thing saved Malbonte. Fenicio smiled maliciously, victoriously. His thirst for revenge. Why are you helping him? Do you want to know why? Fuck, tell me everything. Everything. He came to me when I was crushed and lost. I heard his voice and he held me to the main fireplace in the school that had long been, or he led me, to the main fireplace in the school that had long been abandoned. The fire burst into black flames as soon as I entered. Oh my god, come close, I looked into the fire and saw a blurry silhouette of a face. Who are you? What do you want? I'm the one who became a legend, a myth. His voice, there was something about it. I immediately knew who I was talking to. Malbonte? I'm only a fraction of myself. My second half sleeps in the tower, but the time will come and it will wake up. Why did you contact me? I need a report. You won't do it. Really? When your wings are ripped out, when you fully taste the bitterness of losing your power and seeing the sweetness of Rebecca's triumph. Really, KT, you think he's hot? I think he's kind of gross. Both current and young. You'll come to me and I'll laugh. I did kind of say that he reminds me of like a young Geralt of Riviera. Young Fenicio hits those filters hard, yeah. His face is like blurry, basically. How do you know all of this? There is nothing here except darkness. I've been watching you and waiting. I found a way to get out of here. If you help me, you'll have such power that you wouldn't even dare dream of. You know, I'm willing to bet that Malbonte's gonna fuck him over, and I hope he dies. I really do. I hope Malbonte kills him. Do you think I'll make a deal with the devil? Me? I'm an angel. Ah, yes, that's why I suggested it. I felt the kind of range I'd never experienced before. At first I thought I was angry at Malbonte's proposal, but soon I realized that I was angry because I was ready to take the deal. But the more shameful I felt for being a weak coward, the stronger the anticipation of my triumph became. I'll bring all of who humiliated me to their knees. I hope it backstabs you, Fenicio. I agreed. I'm sorry, I got a little dizzy looking at the animation for the fire for a little bit. Okay. My first assignment was to kill you. You son of a bitch. You son of a fucking bitch. You son of a fucking bitch. You mean the diamond scene, Eric? You were supposed to go to heaven, but then you qualified to go to the academy. You were too noticeable. A real pain in the ass. I tried to kick you out of school, but Malbonte told me not to touch you. Amity Laurent? That was you? I took the name of the last person I worked with on an assignment. He died long ago. Why did Malbonte need my death? That is the most exciting part. To free Malbonte, I need to perform a ritual that involves the daughter of a seraph who was born on Earth and the son of a demon that never set foot on Earth. The only seraph born on Earth is Mom. And my father never set foot on Earth, unlike the rest of the demons. Together, you're the master key to his liberation. But not only you. Before the ritual, one unclaimed, one inborn angel, and one inborn demon had to be sacrificed. I wasn't the only one who worked with Malbonte. He found many followers. One of them gave me a shard of the Mirror of Non-Existence, the only piece they could find. So this makes so much more sense because there was a moment in a couple of chapters ago where he was like, oh, the boy in the tower, and he seemed totally like not disturbed by that, and I thought it was super out of character. So this is everything's making sense. Everything is kind of coming to a nice little wrap up. I decided that if it was a murder weapon and everyone knew it, a number of immortals would start to believe the possibility of Malbonte's existence. Tears welled in my eyes and I felt a lump in my throat. Of course. Sammy's death in Winchesto's is your doing. Why did I just read her in that voice? I'm sorry. Angels killed Winchesto. I only gave them a gentle push, with Malmonte's help, of course. Seraph Crowley! Seraph Crowley! Venetia ran up to us, slightly out of breath. What's the matter? A word? We almost reached the edge of the flying cliff on which the academy was built and began to return. Angel, Venetia, and Crowley walked ahead so we could hear bits and pieces of their conversation. Is it that important now? It matters to me. Hey, where is she going? Angel Venetia pointed towards the gazebo. Schoolgirl. Flashback to when we caught Rebecca fucking. But you killed Laura and Sammy. That was an order. Laura was praying on her knees in the shadow of the statue. Chef, I haven't asked you for anything before. I've already lost a lot. This new one claimed she isn't worthy of studying among the... Oh, shit, I forgot my voice for her. She isn't worthy of studying among the immortals. She's unworthy. I started with the unclaimed to gradually increase the tension between angels and demons. That's what I wanted. No one was around. It was the perfect crime. She didn't try to resist. She opened her eyes in horror and fluttered her eyelashes like a fool. What are you doing? I didn't mean to hurt the unclaimed. If that's what this is about. No. Yes, it was easy. Until you showed up again. I had to hide in the Garden of Adam and Eve to wipe the blood off my hands. Either the rumors are wrong, or this is Malmonte's intervention, but my mind remained sober and not subject to the spell of the maze. It's all you. You. Yes. I wrote the name of Malmonte so everyone would remember him and connect his name to recent events. Talking about him would soon make him a symbol of a new era, a symbol of the fight against justice. It was I who harbored the escaped prisoners inside the school to attack the students. I killed your Sammy. But it wasn't as easy to deal with him. He was heading somewhere and I had to call out to him. Sammy. Angel Venetia? I had to act quickly. Taken by surprise, he missed one hit. Then he grabbed my wrist, staring at me confusedly. Oh, no. I never want to see this. Venetia? He was smarter than Laura. The inscription. My vision, you changed it. Oh, so he made Sammy have a vision of Vicky writing the... You know what? This is good. Sammy had dreams about me, and Malmonte swapped my face with yours to hide my involvement. Sammy understood it after the first strike. I drove the knife into him again and again until he fell into the ground. I did everything quickly and accurately without getting my hands dirty. But when I was about to leave, he grabbed my hand and coughed up some blood, wheezing with his last breath, shouted, "You're forgetting something." He laughed. Oh, I love Sammy being, indignant in his last moments. I love it. The moth dies when it reaches its goal. Yes! Yes! Please tell me this bitch is gonna die. Tell me Venetia's gonna die. Please, that's all that I want. What did Sammy mean? Bitch, that Venetia was gonna die. Imagine my surprise when I found out you have been talking to Bont. You made it easier for me, Vicky, and you've released someone who even I had trouble freeing. Venetia, you're... Is this like demon and angel? I'll just pick angel. I don't expect people like you to understand me. I don't need your approval. On the contrary, I want to see your hatred. Now it's your turn to feel what it's like to hate for so many years. Katie said, Vicky, really, come on, girl. Why are you telling us this? Malbonte told me to tell you everything. Like a true supervillain, you know? Just have your because that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm kind of glad to like know what's going on, but at the same time, holy shit, this has been a long monologue. You're an ordinary half-breed mongrel. I used to think better of you when you were a school teacher. He is a monster. Do you think your words hurt me, you cretin? Do you know which player is more likely to win in the game of chess? One who is ready to sacrifice a knight to a check and checkmate the king at the end. I'm ready. What are you prepared to sacrifice? Benicio went to Lucifer and slit his wrist with 2 sharp movements. I hope this bitch dies. Bastard, I'll kill you. I can hear the despair in your voice. He's doing it. I'm trying to keep that in mind, that he's doing what Bonte told him to do. But also, I never liked the bitch. So, I'm going to take it as an opportunity to dislike him too. He raised the goblet so that the blood would drip into it. Then he came up to me and did the same. The cliff was trembling and the wind blew away everything in its path. Pain and fear took over my body. The goblet, the tree, everything is an omen of the ritual. Our blood filled the cup almost to the brim. He came up to Bont. Don't touch him. Malbonte wants it. Benicio poured all the blood on the angel's head. As soon as the blood touched him, it started to hiss and was absorbed into his skin. It's a dislike away. I'm not defending him. I believe you. I didn't think you were defending him. Oh, Bont. My sweet angel. Oh, this is fucking amazing artwork. His eyes turned red as if all the blood went into them. Bont! And the final touch. Angel Benicio took a mirror out of his pocket. That's mine! Bont gave it to me. When I saw the mirror and realized that Bont unknowingly gave you the rest of the mirror of non-existence, I barely managed to stifle a laugh. Benicio approached me. Without you and Bont, who knows? It might have never happened. Resentment, anger, bitterness for my own mistakes, and the inability to change anything tormented me. I wanted to break free. Ooh, that was disgusting. I'm sorry. But I couldn't. I screamed heart-rendingly and struggled. What will Dino say when he finds out what you've done? This man don't give a fuck about his son. Can we come to the realization that Benicio and Satan don't give a fuck about their sons? Why are y'all trying to act like this? Mom don't care about us. Benicio don't care about Dino, and Satan don't care about Lucifer. So let's just all put away this whole parental expectation of them being good people, because they're not. Benicio flinched and the smile disappeared from his face. And the final touch remains. He pointed the mirror at Bont, spoke in a language I had never heard, and suddenly something black leaked out of the mirror. And it entered Bont. My poor baby boy, he started convulsing. His body rose into the air, and inhuman sounds began to come out of his throat. I watched with horror at his torment, but then pain contorted my body. Uh-oh. Oh, Lucifer! Oh, not me being soft in the middle of a very dramatic scene. Vicky! Everything became blurry before my eyes, and I felt, ooh, Shefa's presence! A bright light blinded me. I'm just going to take a quick break, y'all. This has been going on for a long time, and I've been drinking a lot of water. So I'm going to take a quick run to the restroom. Talk amongst yourself. I'm back. All right. A bright light blinded me. Little by little, my eyes got used to it, but apart from the white veil around, I couldn't see anything. Eric asked, did anyone watch any good movies or shows? I don't know if I've brought this up on stream, but I did go see A Quiet Place 2, and I quite enjoyed it, but that was a couple weeks ago. I really haven't been watching too much TV. I watch a lot of YouTube, though. That's really what I've been watching lately. And I'm going to give The Good Place a second chance. Panic on Amazon Prime. Okay. Sing 2. Is that the Pixar film, KT? Little by little, my eyes got used to it, but apart from the white veil around, I couldn't see anything. I could see some shapes in the distance, but then their outlines got distorted and dissolved. It seemed like a dream or a parallel reality. Shefa? I felt his presence. His power, so immeasurably great, made me uncomfortable. The air vibrated, as if something massive was approaching, and then I heard... this is kind of horrifying. I knew this day would come. The voice echoed from everywhere, like a rumble of roaring thunder. Malbonte is forcing me to intervene again. Shefa, I was shocked and I couldn't find the words for anything. DreamWorks. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is a DreamWorks film. What should I do? Everything is based on harmony. Like Nemesis with her scales, keeping an eye on justice and not allowing one side of the scales to prevail over the other. To keep the peace, you need to choose the right side. You are now connected with Malbonte. I trust you can reach the goodness in him. But Shefa, what can I do? Illumination? I haven't heard of that one yet. You hold in your hands a power you don't deserve. I didn't give it to you. Fate decided. But I appeal to your intelligence. It is up to you whether or not you ruin my children. Everything began to fade, and then small fires flared up here and there. I felt the wind, heard the screams. The light faded. I was back. Well, that was very ominous. Ominous. Did I say that word correctly? Oh, illumination of the studio. Got you. Vicky, look at me. I turned to him, trying to block Abant's screams. Don't be afraid. I've been waiting for this for so long. Fenicio laughed triumphantly. This fucking sound effect scared the fuck out of me. Okay, another lightning bolt flashed in the sky and hit our tree again. The cliff shattered. I saw the ground come... What did I say about these damn! I saw the ground crumbling under my feet. They were thick, winding tree winding. Is it wind? Yeah, winding tree roots protruding from underneath. Crunch. Everything started to spin before my eyes. Bam. Dull pain pierced through my body. My ears were ringing. I raised myself on one hand and looked around. The faces of the immortals were filled with hatred and weariness. They swung their swords and their wings trembled with tension. Bloody feathers were floating everywhere, and I suddenly felt so scared that it would never end. I got to my feet, barely keeping the balance. Mom! Even though your wings are golden, you're still an unclaimed inside. Oh shit. Satan was holding my mother by the throat. Her legs didn't touch the ground, and her whole body twitched. Her hands grabbed and scratched Satan's fingers, trying to free herself. Crowley was nowhere near. The fear for my mother, the rage, and the fatigue all mixed into one volatile cocktail of emotions that gave me strength. Do the thing that's coming? Okay. I felt empty before, but right now my cup was filled to the brim. I never felt so omnipotent before. I'm so ready for it. Yes, do it. I'm scared of this, but I'm gonna do it. And I took advantage of that power. I screamed with all my might. My scream generated a powerful shockwave. Demons and angels fell and Satan got distracted, staggered, and let Mom go. Mom fell to the ground. I grabbed a sword from the ground on the go and ran up to Satan. I envisioned the earth becoming loose and soft like quicksand, and it happened. Satan began to sink. Holy shit. His body weight worked against him. What's going on? A shrill roar came from his throat. Oh my god. Did we like absorb some power from Shefa? What the fuck is going on? Satan's head rolled at my feet. Did I... Huh? What? One of the many moments I wish I had a face cam, because if only y'all could see my reaction. For a while, everyone was silent. I threw the sword aside and turned around. Suck it, Satan. They looked at me with horror, surprise, and awe. No one could have predicted my newly revealed power nor my cruelty. So her power is like controlling the weather and like the earth? My legs and hands were trembling. Blood dripped from my fingers onto the ground. Where did this power come from? It was as if they were expecting something from me, and I shouted at both armies, Satan is dead. War is useless. That is so fucking funny, the idea that an unclaimed killed Satan, and then they all just look at her and go, well, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? Angels and demons then stopped fighting. Their faces looked confused. Dance on his grave. Mom shouted, it's over. The silence was so bold, so inappropriate and harsh it began to ring in my ears. It was as if my brain, accustomed to the battle noise, had forgotten what silence felt like. Everyone was wondering if this was really the end. A flap of wings answered the unspoken question. It was so loud against the background in total silence. Is this Malbonte? Everyone raised their heads to the sky. Bam. Bont had landed in front of us. Not Bont, but Malbonte. I'm gathering my thoughts. Becky kills him if you don't. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm happy to take that from her. I'm happy to take that from her. I could see it in his eyes. It wasn't the Bont I knew. The ground cracked under his feet and dust arose. He smiled predatorily, looked at us from under his eyebrows, and said, this is just the beginning. At first, all the demons froze in shock, but the next second, one by one, they began to kneel in front of him. Holy... What did we do? What did we do? Oh no. I'll tell you what, y'all. He is way more attractive as Malbonte than he is Bont. I will say it right now. I'll say it right now. Okay, so I increased my demon and angel points. +3 glory. Okay. I'm going to take this little moment to watch the ad. He's definitely not childish anymore. He's definitely... it'll be interesting to see how his personality kind of changes going into season 3. Because I wonder... Because they said that like he's half angel, half demon, so I'm kind of wondering where his personality is going to lie. He's definitely not going to be quite as innocent as Bont was, but it'll be interesting to see. Until this GC in season 3 where he looks like Jared Kushner. Oh no. That doesn't make me excited to see that. Okay, so I think I do have one more teacup. So I am going to play the beginning of season 3. Oh my god, that scared me. That scared me. Oh, I have 2 more teacups. Well, we'll see. Wait, let me just play one more ad. I need all the diamonds I can get. Oh, CG. Is that like custom graphic? I see people use like CG a lot, and so I'm just curious if I'm guessing that it means custom graphic or something. If I actually continue playing for the next 2 chapters, I fear that I might get to a point where I'm gonna need to buy diamonds. Sorry. I know, 1 book to go. I'm not... Eric, don't say it. I hate endings. I hate endings. Okay, episode 1, season 3. Malbonte is back. What is his next step? One more sponsor. Thankfully, the ads that aren't for diamonds are quite short, so... I say this even though it feels like it's going on for a very, very, very long time. Oh my god, this is going on forever. I don't remember a time in my life where this ad wasn't in front of my face. There we go. Okay, let me switch back. What a badass cover. Oh my god. I know, dude. I feel like I'm going to be forever replaying um, this book because I don't know if I can let it go. I mean, maybe at one point I'll get over it, but it's so good. It means a lot of things, mostly computer graphic or color graphic or character graphic. Okay. Okay, chapter 1, The Calm Before the Storm. I got up on my elbows and looked around. Every time someone walked around on the upper floor, bits and pieces of plaster would fall from the ceiling. The smell of smoke and blood had soaked into the walls. Can everyone hear the music? I think you can hear it. I feel like you can. It felt like a nightmare that I was unable to wake up from. I've got to get up. But all I wanted to do was crawl under my blanket and stay buried there for at least several months. My body ached all over. Reluctantly, I dragged my feet towards the closet. Okay, okay, futurism. Titties are out, bro. Oh my god. Pure tenderness. New room. This is my room. Did anyone ever watch the series, like the Hunger Games? Because this aesthetic is giving me very much, is it Mockingij's the last one? Because it's the Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. It's giving me very Mockingjay vibes. The moment I stepped outside, I got blinded by light and dust. The bodies they haven't managed to remove yet were scattered everywhere. Oh my god. The infirmary was overflowing with immortals who were fighting to stay alive. True, their wounds healed faster than humans and they could endure unbearable pain. But several injuries were too severe and dangerous even for them. I could hear Mom's heart-rending cry echoing in my head, "I will kill you." Huh? To who? I looked around again. No, there's nobody here. Eric, stop making me anxious. Not anymore. Most of the demons and some angels kneeled before the reborn Malbonte. He stood motionless, victorious and overbearingly confident. I could feel anger building up inside me and a desire to wipe that arrogant smile off his face. Mom jumped up, grabbing someone's spear, and shouted, "Oh no. I will kill you." She threw the spear. It was an accurate and unexpectedly strong throw for such a fragile woman. We're describing Rebecca as fragile? I could barely follow the spear's trajectory. The next moment, it was already pierced through Malbonte's shoulder. He slowly grabbed the hilt of the spear with his hands and pulled it out in one short, sharp movement. Blood gushed from the wound. He grinned indifferently. He then soared up, disappearing high above the clouds. Most of the demons and some of the angels followed him. I don't think Bont is dead. I think the personality of Bont is dead, but Bont was the good side of Malbonte, and now they are together. So I think the personality of Bont is dead, but I think we were seeing one side of who Malbonte really is. Lucifer and Asti didn't follow their kin. Adi hesitated for a while, peering at someone in the sky. Suddenly startled, he spread his wings, staring into the distance. "Adi, no!" He froze, looked at me with regret, waved a short goodbye, and took off following the others. Fuck. Is Adi on Malbonte's side now? Among the retreating immortals, I spotted Phoenicia's white cloak. Mom and I, barely able to stay on our feet, looked desperately at each other. Satan's dead, but we lost anyway. Yes, we need to remove the bodies. Oh, new outfit. Okay, hi, Dino. They lay here all night. Dino gave instructions to the handful of students left. They were cleaning the school, trying to repair the damage caused by the battle. His voice brought me back to reality. I went up to him. "How are you?" Dino stopped. "I'm okay." Dino avoided eye contact and waved dismissively. "Sorry I have to deal with all this." "Yeah, I understand." Dino was holding up okay, but it was painfully obvious he was struggling to come to terms with his father's betrayal. Hundreds of corpses were scattered all around. I felt uncomfortable being so close to death. With horror, I imagined my earthly body laying there just like this as soon as my soul left it. I stepped up to one of the fallen. It was a demon. Not so long ago, he was full of strength, rage, and energy, but now... I closed my eyes, but they opened again. A shiver ran down my spine. Then I bent over him, seeing my reflection in his pupils, and the reflection began to spin and move further away, slowly becoming replaced by another image. I saw the battle. The demon was fighting an angel, who suddenly threw down his sword and shouting, "I don't want this war. This is wrong." In response, the demon pierced him with a spear. I do feel bad for Dino. This angel never understood what the demons were fighting for. It wasn't noble what he did, it was cowardice. Damn, everybody got new outfits, Vicky. Mom looked tired and nervous. She grabbed my arm and led me past the academy walls. Crowley is doing really badly. What's with him? He was wounded during the fight. Now more than ever, the school needs a firm hand, but what do we have instead? An old man on the brink of death. Immortal my ass. She said it with disdain. I realized my mom doesn't tolerate any sign of weakness, be it hers or anyone else's. Yes, thank you, God. Turning around the corner, he ran into Lucifer. Oh my God. Oh. I like this little outfit. She Bun said, I'm of the opinion that Lucifer's new belt is to make it easier to tuck him closer. I like that. Seeing me, he started and shuddered as if he got scared. Lucifer, some other time, Vicky. And he kept on walking. No, y'all know how I am with my mans. Mom, wait. What's the matter? Give me a few minutes. Without waiting for her answer, I turned around and hurried after Lucifer. No, Eric, we don't, who's that? Does anyone know who Andy is? I don't know who that is. Wait. Without turning around, he said, I'm fine. I did kind of kill his dad, didn't I? Oy, maybe I should have ran that decision past him. I know you're not. He stopped abruptly, which caused me to crash into his back. He turned to me, put his hands in his pockets, and froze. I'm listening. What? Well, you know everything. Don't talk to me like that. Don't you dare. Lucifer looked at me confused, but soon his expression softened as if he realized something. Yeah, I'm with KT. Lucifer, give me some love, please. We just survived a war. He took my hand and led me around the corner. As soon as we were out... Yes! It's coming. As soon as we were out of sight, Lucifer pressed me against the wall, kissed me on the lips, and then went down my neck, covering it with many light kisses. I gently pushed him away. Girl, Vicky, what you... No, what? Vicky, huh? Lucifer, no. Why? Isn't this what you wanted? There's soft Lucy on the horizon. No. He pulled back and looked down at me. Then what? I touched his chest and spoke softly to convey the meaning of my words. Oh, I want you. Isn't that what we were going to get? And he understood. He gave a start but looked away. I'm sorry about what happened to your dad. I really am. Don't apologize for that. Huh? I'm a demon, and I see the good in every bad thing. A necessary evil. Lucifer nodded. I now don't have to play the Lucifer route since V did it for me. He pursed his lips and said reluctantly, I hated my father just as much as I loved him, and I always thought he felt the same way. Oh, this is sad. This is sad. This is sad. But that was not the case. A painful grin contorted his lips again. He felt nothing but hatred for me. He gave me up so quickly without hesitation. Oh my god, this is so sad. I ran my finger across his cheek to make him look at me. When Lucifer finally looked at me, I stood on my tiptoes and lightly kissed him on the lips. Oh my god! Oh, Lucifer put his arm around my waist gently like never before. I could fucking cry right now. Oh my god. I could cry. Oh. Forgive me. Right! Can't you, like, hear his voice, Kat? Can't you hear it? Why? Oh my god, someone just fucking kill me right now, because this is all I needed to see to die happy. Oh, thank God. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry if I hurt you. I don't know any other way. Bro, I'm tearing up, my guy. Oh my god. Mom, get the Why is he such a fucking cockblock? Go! Go! I know, and that's why it's so good. It's like the best fucking slow burn I've ever experienced in my entire life. I'm so tired of Rebecca, bro. Mom came from around the corner. Lucifer and I immediately bounce off each other. Stop! Bitch! Bitch! Oh my god! I could just sucker punch the bitch right now. What the fuck she mean stop it? As if she wasn't getting some demon dick on the side. And you barely cared about him. At least I'm in love. This fucking bitch. I wish Satan had strangled her ass. Fuck this. Her voice became harsh. Not this. Bitch, I don't care what you need. I needed you. Oh, God. Oh, the fucking irritation that I'm feeling right now is just so high. It's so high. Let's talk later. Yeah. I caught up with Mom. Not now. Fuck this bitch. Fuck her. Fuck her. God, I wish Satan had strangled her fucking ass. All the beds were occupied by angels and demons. Many of them were unconscious. They fell into a deep sleep to recover faster. It smelled like burnt feathers and stagnant blood. Those who were conscious spoke in low voices as if they were afraid to disturb the rest. Time seemed to have stopped in here. Mom brought me to Crowley. He was lying in bed, arms outstretched along his body, and he stared at the ceiling without blinking. Geralt and Miss Lania stood next to him and kept murmuring about something. Why did they even add the inaudible parts in there if I couldn't read them? Like, we knew that they were murmuring about something. Mom held my hand and quickly said, "For the plan to work, I need one of the students to be my witness." As we approached, Crowley slowly turned his head and looked. This bitch better not be. Hold on. Does she pull me away so that way she can try to take Crowley's position? Does she pull me away from Lucifer so she could become in charge of the school? If I click forward, and if that's what the fucking plot is, I'm killing her the first opportunity that I get. As we approached, Crowley slowly turned his head and looked at us. "How are you?" Mom put her hand on his shoulder to console him, but the gesture looked mechanical because she is not a real person with thoughts and feelings. Not dead, which means I'm still immortal. He coughed, wiped the blood off his lips, and continued. We need to discuss our next steps. He was about to get up, but Mom touched his shoulder again, almost imperceptibly pushing him back. You need to rest. No time. Ma bonte. I can't cough because my throat is killing me, so I don't want to irritate it anymore, but just imagine me coughing twice. The academy is very vulnerable now. The students need to be protected. That is what I'm doing right now. Crowley, you're... These hands are rated R for Rebecca, because, bitch, I'm coming after you, bitch. Alright? I'm looking you in the eyes, and I'm coming after you, bitch, because you really just pulled me away from Lucifer so you can make another fucking power grab. And let me ask you something. How isn't Seraph supposed to be like one of the most impressive roles that an angel can have? Why is the academy that important? Is being in charge of the academy like really a step above Seraph? Because I don't get it. I fucking hate this bitch. I hate her. I hate her. These hands are rated E for everyone, and Rebecca's about to be the first one. Is that what Shefa decided, or the council? I did, yeah. But what about who gave you the authority? We don't have time for bureaucratic debates. Crowley, you know I can do it. Mom pointed at me. Former head of the school, head teachers, and my daughter as a student representative. I appoint myself as a new principal with you as my witness. I'm the student representative. The fuck? Because she said she needed one student to witness. Okay, that took me a little bit too long to put together, but I'm here now. Crowley looked bewildered. He was furious, but at the same time, he seemed like a defenseless child. He was against it, but couldn't object, and therefore silently pursed his lips. Did you decide this for everyone? We were at war, Vicky. Why is the principal an angel again? Maybe it's time for a demon to become the head of the school. I don't trust demons. Bitch, I don't trust you, bitch. Geralt chuckled. Since Rebecca is ready to take this load, I don't mind. I want to know, are you doing this for altruistic or ambitious reasons? Bitch, you know what the fuck she's doing, Miss Lena. I do what it takes to keep the harmony in place, Miss Lena. There was an undisguised irritation in her voice. Crowley. He stared at the ceiling with indifference, as if he had lost interest in everything that was happening around him. Let's be honest, you're old, you've spent too much time on Earth and here. You are tired, and you didn't even bother hiding it. Your actions have become rash, bordering on the hysterical. Sometimes you need to know when it's time to step down with grace. Yep, I'm with Eric. I don't trust this bitch. I am not your babysitter. I won't spell it out for you. Let's keep the official pomp and bureaucracy for more peaceful times. You're suspended. That's all I wanted to say. She turned on her heels and left. Crowley grabbed the sheet on the edge of the bed and laughed softly. The soldier fell on the sword that he once admired. In dying, he couldn't help but keep on admiring it. I smiled sympathetically. I was about to leave when I heard Mimi squealing from the side of the infirmary. Mimi! Vicky! Mimi! As soon as I got to her, I hugged her tightly. My baby! We fell onto the pillows and burst into laughter. Angels, be quiet. I was afraid you'd never come to your senses. Immortals aren't easy to kill. Mimi looked around. The joy disappeared from her face, and frightened confusion took its place. Where's 80? Girl, I'm sorry to tell you, but he left. Died? No, girl. Worse. Worse. She covered her mouth with her hand. No, but he flew away. To where? What's with the secrecy? Come on, out with it. That's right, this bitch was knocked out. He joined Malbonte. Mimi shook her head. No, that can't be. 80... Oh. I don't know if I would say that he did the right thing, but I'm at least gonna say that he has the right to choose. We have to accept whatever decision he makes. No way, he's a traitor. We fell silent, carried away by our own thoughts. I was afraid that Adi was dead, but this is worse than death. Damn, girl, I was joking when I said it was worse than death. Mimi didn't get a new outfit. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing her get a new outfit. Because of Malbonte, Sammy was killed and he'd joined him? She waved her hands. I don't want to think about it. We sat down opposite each other, tucking our legs under us. How long do you have to stay here? I'm almost recovered. I think they'll let me out tomorrow. I heard my father was being held in prison. I need to see him. Mom doesn't trust him because he served Satan. Father has nothing to do with Malbonte. Mimi, obviously nervous, changed her position and flapped her wings. I've missed you. She held out her hand. We interlocked our fingers. Me too. We started talking about all sorts of nonsense as though deliberately avoiding important topics. I wanted to distract myself and pretend that no war or threat is breathing down my neck. That there are no deaths, no pain. We agreed that I'd clean the room for her arrival, and then left. I went outside. With each passing hour, there were fewer signs of the recent battle. I wanted to believe that all of this horror remained in the past and that there would be no more battles, no more deaths. I looked up at the sky, searching for Fire's silhouette. That's right, Fire! Where's my dragon? He hasn't shown up yet. Where are you, Fire? I felt all my bottled-up anxiety taking over me. He was wounded. What if he didn't make it? I looked around for some reassurance, and then I flapped my wings and soared up into the sky. I made a couple of inches around the school and sensed a faint trace of the dragon's energy coming from inside the cliffs. So I went inside. Fire! An echo repeated after me. Fire, fire, fire. Are you here? I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that again. Water was dripping down the rocky cold walls. It smelled of mold and cold. This is becoming kind of like a Dr. Seuss book. There's been quite a few moments where it's rhymed. The darkness was disrupted here and there by thin rays of sun penetrating from outside. Grrr. Huh? Several pebbles rolled at my feet. I looked closely at the dark figure somewhere in the corner. Fire! My baby boy! I clung to him, hugged him tightly, ignoring the sharp scales scratching my skin. My baby boy! What's the matter with you, kiddo? I examined him. A piece of the spear got stuck in him, preventing the wound from healing. He endured excruciating pain, not dying, but not recovering either. It will hurt, but be patient. Okay, this is for his own good. 1, 2, ooh, crack. He bounced off of me, fell on his back, got up, fell again, and froze like that for a while. I remember thinking it was horrible for Andy lovers because you don't see him much, but then I remember no one really romances Andy. Yeah, that is strange. We really didn't see any mention. Like, we saw Dino, Mimi, Lucifer. Didn't really see Andy in the whole thing. Fire? The wound was pulsating. The blood gushed down his body and dripped onto the floor. Fire. Oh no, Fire! He went all limp and started trembling. I could feel the strength leaving him. My baby boy! No, Fire, please! He saved me and now he's paying for it. It's not fair. I hugged him more tightly. The dragon's breath was hot, but slow and shallow. Like a clock that's running out of battery, its hands started moving more slowly, about to stop altogether. Please, no, no! Fire, please, please forgive me. I burst into tears and kept snuggling against his scales. Don't leave me. I couldn't stop sobbing. Guilt, pity, and something else overwhelmed me. My tears streamed down the dragon's body, lingering on his scales. Fire, please. He shuddered so hard that I fell to the ground. Should I plug my ears? What's happening here? Would I plug my ears? And then he lit up brightly, illuminating the entire cave. Huh? Who are you? I crawled away from him. The stranger was as surprised as I was. He stretched his hands forward in an attempt to calm me down, but he could barely contain his own emotions. Fire? I said, I know you lying. You did it. Did what? You freed me. He started touching his face, looking at his hands. He leaned against the wall and sat down on the floor. We were both silent. The man looked at me as though seeing me for the first time. Loy? My name is Loy. You're human? Loy nodded. Federo cursed me centuries ago. Federo, the great sorcerer? Yes. Why? He was silent, looked at me, then looked away, full of centuries-old sadness. I had an affair with his daughter. I loved her, really. She was naive, funny, and so innocent. But as time goes, feelings fade sometimes. You can't force your heart to love someone. I wanted to be honest with her. I kissed her hands and left. But she didn't want to let me go and took her own life. Oh my god. He said, I prefer fire. Federo fell into despair and rage. She's dead because of you. My daughter gave you her heart and soul, and you treated her like an animal. You will experience firsthand what it feels like. This is really sad. He turned me into a sea dragon. I could only regain my human form when someone finally treats me like a person instead of the animal I was. Oh my god. Only human love could free me from the shackles of the curse. Is that why Federo renounced his post as great sorcerer? Loy nodded. But why are you still covered in scales? He started examining himself again. I still feel the power of the dragon in me. Looks like I'm sort of a werewolf now. He looks better as a... I feel like saying dragon is really rude. Does it determine how... Does this choice, like, determine anything serious? What the fuck does this do? I'm so confused. I think fire... I gained fondness for fire, but, like, to be honest, when I first saw his, like, character design, it's kind of scary looking. I'm gonna say a man. I looked quietly at him. I didn't expect him to be human. I need to tell my mom about this. No. He coughed and then smiled as if apologizing. Better not. This isn't Li? Bro, I'm sorry. This is a little bit too late in the game for me. I don't want anyone to know who I am yet. He got up and grimacing grabbed his side. You're hurt. Don't worry. As a human, I can take better care of myself. Go back to the school for now. I'll come find you once I regain my strength. I smiled confusedly. Okay. He is cute, but I'm sorry. I'm like knee deep in this Lucifer stuff. So, already in the sky, I turn around. Loy stood at the entrance of the cave and watched me retreat. Mom called everyone into the main hall. After the latest events, everyone crawled into their rooms like cockroaches. Yeah, he's not Lucy. He's cute, but he's not Lucy. Nobody ever said these terrible words out loud. Malbonte is back. Her arms were folded. She was composed and calm as usual. We need to face the truth. He pitted two sides against each other, knowing a clash like this will weaken us. And he got his way. I have no doubt that Malbonte is gathering an army, but it is difficult to predict his further actions. The fight was fierce. We lost many immortals. I wanted to thank those who didn't back down for their courage. I wanted to express my special gratitude to Andy, who helped guide all the demons and angels from danger and protected the school entrance. Andy nodded discreetly. Ill. One cannot fail to note the brave act of my daughter, who killed Satan himself. Perhaps the outcome would have been different. And yet there are many victims. On Earth there is a tradition. This is the first time Mom spoke of her former life. I called for a moment of silence to honor those who fell in battle. She tilted her head and closed her eyes. The frightened students meekly repeated after her. The faces of the dead flashed before my eyes, those of whom I knew and then found breathless in the morning. Pictures kept changing in my mind and becoming brighter and more vivid. And then I had a flash. It was as if I fell down somewhere, then opened my eyes. What is going on? What? Malbonte stood in front of his army. His face was arrogant and smug. Oh, he kind of fine though, y'all. Ooh. Okay. Not this book, but on my next replay, Malbonte, I got you. Suddenly, one of the shadows in the first row took a step forward. Our leader is dead. You appeared at the very end and took credit for everything. Why should we follow you? A part of the army shouted, Yeah! Malbonte smiled again. So you want to know why you have to follow me? Everything else happened instantly. Malbonte moved incredibly fast towards, who's gonna die, towards the one that stepped out. Oy, 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 oy. Cough. A trickle of thick, foaming blood flowed from the demon's mouth. Let's just do... What did we get? 2 deaths. I'll keep it at 2. Because we had Lucifer, or Satan, and this dude. Malbonte is the only eye that turned my head from Lucy a little. He's kind of hot! I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of hot. A trickle of thick, foaming blood flowed from the demon's mouth. Malbonte took out his sword, which somehow landed in the demon's stomach. With a careless movement, he wiped off his blade on his leg, first on one side, then on the other, and shouted, "Because my anger is enough to take you all down? Any more questions?" And the whole army roared, supporting their new leader. I shuddered, barely contained myself from falling down and screaming. What was that? Visions again? I turned around and found Lucifer with my eyes. He was staring thoughtfully at a dot in front of him. Looks like Lucifer didn't have any visions. Then why me? 'Cause you're connected to Malbonte, bitch. I'm gonna say it's terrifying. Do we even stand a chance against this monster? As soon as the minute of silence ended, Mom continued. The lessons won't be canceled, but now they'll be military style, so to prepare you to join the army ranks. Oh shit. These words excited the students. Oh my god, her face. Do you want us to go to war? There is an imminent war ahead. You can opt out, but you have to be able to stand up for yourself. Heaven has lost too many souls. The Harmony won't forgive this. Somebody shouted, I want to fly out of here. The others echoed the thought. Panic, screams, and fear turned into aggression. Silence. Mother's shout made the walls tremble. Everyone calmed down. It's more dangerous outside the school walls. I'll talk to the Citadel and ask for them to shelter, and ask them for shelter for some of the students. That's highly unlikely. Who the fuck is this? An imposing figure stood frozen in the doorway. Everyone parted, reverently falling silent. Citadel counselor. He walked slowly towards Mom. He went up to her and turned towards the crowd. You are prohibited from leaving the academy until the circumstances are cleared. What are you doing here? Seraph, Rebecca, Vicky, Dino, and Lucifer must follow me to the Citadel. Uh-oh. I think my presence alone is enough. Alas. Dino's father, Angel Fenicio, turned out to be one of Malbonte's followers. Satan may have been a compliance. Vicky and Lucifer participated in a ritual to participated is a strong word, but okay, to free Malbonte from his captivity. We need to investigate if they are indeed connected to Malbonte. Mom looked at me. She was furious. If it's absolutely necessary, I assure you it is. Lucifer, Dino, and Vicky, you are expected in Heaven's capital. Oh, shit, not another court case. Alright, we're keeping, +1 on both. 19 glory. I'm gonna go ahead and do as I usually do, and take the ad for diamonds. I think I do have one more, teacup, so I probably am gonna watch or read another chapter. Oh my god, these ads, come on, bro, come on! Because I want to see how this turns out. And I'm always down for my Lucifer time. If Lucifer's gonna be in the scene, I'm gonna be there. Y'all know I am. KT said I want a romance Bont, but I guess human fire would suffice. Yeah, I guess we had a couple of scenes with Bont, but ugh. Okay, episode 2 of the Citadel. What is it like, and who are you to it? Oh my god, there's an ad for Wendy's. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. I would kill for Wendy's. Oh my god. Here's a good question. What is everyone's favorite kind of like fast food restaurants? Wendy's is definitely up there for me. It's pretty damn good. Chapter 2, Discovering the Citadel. My hands were shaking as I pulled out another outfit from the closet. We were expected at the Citadel. This meeting could go either way. Besides the school and its surroundings, I have not been anywhere else. I went to hell. Obviously that counts a different place. I wonder what the capital of heaven looks like. Drip, drip. I looked at the ceiling. The ceiling was leaking in the corner, and brown droplets fell into the floor. Ew. Yeah, this isn't the time for luxury. I threw the outfit I had in my hands in the bed. Delicate and sexy. That's cute. I ain't spending demons on no damn dress, though. Oh, not demons, diamonds. KT said Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Qdoba, and Chinese food. So I actually did find a Qdoba that's close to me, but I didn't eat at it. Chick-fil-A I tend to stay away from. Popeyes, didn't really grow up eating that. So I had it a handful of times, and it's pretty good. Chinese food I love. Burger King is the best option for vegan burger, but rather make food at home. I kind of didn't, so here's a short story. For the longest time, my mom would not let me eat at Burger King because we went there one time and my brother ordered like a burger and they gave him like it was like raw when he got it. And so ever since then, my mom was like, Burger King is disgusting. And so for the longest time, we never ate at Burger King because that entire experience just turned everyone in my family off from it. But I had Burger King again recently, and because we did have Burger King a few times as a child, the taste of the burger, I think for Burger King is so unique that it just kind of made me feel very nostalgic. So I'm kind of a fan of Burger King again. Chipotle, I love Chipotle, Del Taco, and In-N-Out. I feel like that's very much a regional thing. I definitely don't have Del Taco or In-N-Out where I live. Someone knocked at the door. Burger King had issues. Come in. Are you ready? I am so tired of this bitch. Yeah. Mom held the door, letting me go first. Several sea dragons were already waiting for us outside. The Citadel is far away. We'll get there faster on dragons and we won't be that tired. I would like to take fire. Mom was silent for a few moments and then nodded. I'm glad you're able to get your own dragon. He's not a thing. I don't own him. Whatever you say. I called him with my mind. He didn't show. Maybe he hasn't recovered yet. But a couple more minutes passed and a dragon's long silhouette appeared in the sky. He landed next to me. Oh, so he can transform back and forth? Oh, I'm getting furry vibes from this. Okay, that thought, I'm gonna spell that from my mind. Loy looked straight into my eyes. I couldn't resist his look and turned away. Shefa, it's so strange to realize that he's human. He was human all this time. Lucifer! And Dino came towards us. Please, watch your tongue in there. We have nothing to hide. Lucifer immediately saddled his dragon. Yeah, she's a bitch. The faster we get there, the faster it's going to be over. Mom also got on the dragon. Then let's go. This is so awkward. My boyfriend is a dragon. If you're romancing Loy, can you officially say that you rode him? Listen. Don't leave. Stay on the stream. We landed next to the main building of the Citadel. The sounds of the big city were heard in the distance. Life was buzzing out there. From a distance, the Immortals looked like a colony of ants. The weather seemed different here, too. It was gloomy, with endless rain and wind. The gate rumbled in front of us, rumbling and trembling. KT said, really? The vibration made me shudder. All of a sudden, I felt so small and insignificant. The Citadel welcomes you. Archangel Yor, what are the predictions? Mom's voice was stern and arrogant. I could see angry, swollen veins on the angel's neck and left temple. Thank you, Eric. But he answered obediently, and his voice didn't betray his anger. Everyone is tense, Seraph Rebecca. But they are not concerned. They are not concerned that greatly about Malbonte. They aren't? Arrogant peacocks. There is nothing worse than underestimating your opponent. They are already waiting for you. The Archangel led us through the dark hallways. He walked in front of us quietly, almost floating in the air. His hands were hidden inside the sleeves of his robe. He was depressingly silent. Archangel Yor? He turned around slightly without slowing down. Yes? I asked. Well, we already kind of know, I think, what the general mood of the city was with the plans of the city council. He didn't even get mad at the question. He smiled and looked at me like a child. That is a question only the council can answer. Fuck you. Come on, bro. We walked a while longer, then Yor stopped in front of the pair of imposing doors. They looked like they've been closed for centuries. Yet, as the Archangel pulled on the handles, the doors opened smoothly. Whoa, animation. More, like, this is like the most animation I've seen. Well, I don't know. The Tree on Fire was pretty animated. 4 Supreme Sephirim were sitting in a semicircle behind a tribune on a dais. Among them, I recognized the counselor that came to the academy. Okay. The seraphim looked down on us without hiding their arrogant disdain. We were pawns for them, for whom they had neither respect nor interest. But Mom was an exception. The one sitting in the middle bowed his head to greet her. Here is the 5th Supreme Seraph. A white crow was sitting next to him on a piece of sawed-off log. She was silent, only occasionally twisting her head and blinking. It seems to me that you secretly removed me from that position. You had a misstep. It was Malbonte's plotting. Still, the fact remains. Oh, so she did lose her position. Okay. You need to earn the respect formerly given to you. I am already working on that. And I am glad to hear it. He turned his head towards us almost mechanically. Vicky, Dino, Lucifer. We've heard a lot about what happened the day before. The betrayal of the former throne, Phoenicio, the liberation of Malbonte, Satan's death. All of you are somehow involved in all this. I didn't know anything about my father's plotting. The chief counselor looked at the crow, then back at us. Children and parents are often strangers to each other. What about the ritual? Lucifer and the Unacclaimed? How did that happen? A daughter of a seraph who was born on Earth and the son of a demon that never set foot on Earth. Those were its key elements. You mean it was not voluntary? No, not at all. Another look at the white crow and then deafening silence. But Satan was clearly involved with Malbonte. I refuse to believe that the son of Satan did not know about this. How is it clear? Am I fucking missing something? What did Satan do that made it like obvious he was involved? I didn't know. The crow was silent. Her glassy round eyes darted from side to side without focusing on anything in particular. If my father were somehow involved in Malbonte, he would tell me about it. And the crow stretched out his head like a rooster and she gave a drawn-out craw. I guess that's a lie. That means that Satan wouldn't have told him. The chief counselor laughed softly and put his hand on the bird's head, and the bird immediately fell silent. For some reason, Lucifer got very angry. I mean, dude, you gotta stop standing up for your dad. He's kind of terrible. Don't be mad, demon. The three-eyed crow doesn't lie, and parents do it all the time. Lucifer took a step forward. My father is dead. Who will rule in hell now? Well, obviously it's him. Come on, you gotta make Lucifer the guy in charge. We will see to that shortly. There's nothing to see to. I am the son of Satan. My father is dead. The place is rightfully mine. That is out of the question. The new Satan will be elected by the council, after which Shepha must approve the candidacy. This is fucking bullshit, bro. Hell is mine. Hell belongs to Shepha like everything in this world. Had Shepha ever set foot on our territory? The counselor was very surprised. He is the creator. I'm gonna stand up for my man. Lucifer knows hell better than anyone. He is the son of the former ruler. Demons will accept him. That was the final straw that broke the camel's back. Enough. The chief counselor banged his fist on the table and his voice thundered throughout the hall. I felt uneasy. You will never take over Satan's post. Uh-oh, did I fuck that up? You are full of arrogance and pride. You have no respect for your superiors. You have no humility. I see. You need a puppet, a horse with reins you can pull on. We need someone we can rely on and trust. Cat's like, yes, stand up for my man. Speaking of trust. Rebecca, does your daughter know what the ritual did to her? Weak connection? Bro! I thought I had strong. No. I looked at my mother. What are they talking about? There are scars on your energy that only the Sephim close to Shefa can feel. What kind of scars? The ritual almost killed her. Why don't I have one then? The chief counselor got up from behind the tribune and approached me. It happens no matter what they don't give it to Lucifer either way. Okay. The thump of his heels echoed painfully in my ears. He stopped next to me, walked around as if trying to get a closer look. Oh, I felt the scar as soon as you entered. I don't understand. Our energy is like a vessel. Sometimes it is almost empty, other times it is full to the brim. When facing a tremendous force, the vessel sometimes fills up and may shatter. Oh, did I shatter when I pulled all that energy out? Okay, I missed a few Malbonte strong. Oh, no, you're right. I did. I missed a few. I remember them. An immortal can die as a result. That is correct. Or he may survive, like yourself. In that case, the vessel heals, but a scar remains as a reminder. There is no scar on me. Why only her? The face of the chief counselor was very close to mine. He peered into my eyes. He slowly smiled and shook his head thoughtfully. I do not know. It looks like the energy only chose her. What are you saying? You killed Satan. Where did that power come from? Girl, I wish I knew, girl. Do you think an average unclaimed is capable of this, even by chance? I think Malbonte, by chance or not, gave some of his power to you during the ritual. Oh, shit. How is that possible? At the moment, there were nothing but lumps of energy, interconnected vessels capable of transferring their energy back and forth. Vicky should have died after that, rejecting that energy like a foreign body. Malbonte's strength is too great to be subdued. Why is he smiling at me? Ew. Lucifer looked at me in surprise. And yet she did it. I took some of Malbonte's power. Holy shit, bro! Rebecca, report any changes in your daughter. Report? You want our trust back, do you not? She's mad as fuck. The chief counselor returned to his seat. You can go. Rebecca, stay a few more minutes. We were forced to wait in the hallway. Why can't we just leave without the bitch? She is my mama. What am I saying? She is my mama, but this bitch ain't my caretaker. I don't understand why we can't just leave without her. Like, I'm tired of every single fucking scene. Like, god damn. Can I get some alone time? I liked the bitch better when she was a negligent mom. She pissing me off. While we were waiting for her, no one spoke a word. Mom came out 10 minutes later, irritated, confused. She immediately hurried to the exit. When we came out, our demons seemed happy to see us. Did I say demons again? I meant dragons. Jesus Christ. Mom wanted to mount one of them, but hesitated, seemingly changing her mind. Let's take a walk. No! Bro, I'm tired of your ass. She took a path straight to the city center. The city greeted us with loud shouts and the pungent smell of wet, dirty feathers. Dragons were flying literally above our heads, almost touching us. The immortals were scurrying back and forth with either weapons or food in their hands. I haven't been here for a long time. Behold the dregs of society. You just have Lucifer on the brain. That's probably what it is. Lucifer looked around and thoughtfully said, Hell is empty, and all the devils are here. Very deep. I mean, if we have a weak connection to Malbonte, let's just keep. I mean, it's true. This is a neutral zone. Both angels and demons live here, and this is the contribution of both sides. The rain was barely coming down, but it was a real flood underfoot, mud mixed with something else. Are all demons... So, Cat, there is another demon that we kind of seen twice. He's pretty fucking hot. I don't know if all the demons... I don't think all the demons are hot, but Lucy's pretty hot. I think 80's pretty cute. I'm not a big fan of Osti, but I do think, obviously, there's, you know, a sex appeal to her. That one demon we ran into. I think on average, I think the demons are hotter than the angels. All the turmoil, the dampness, and the slush around us created a depressing atmosphere. And of course, Mimi's gorgeous. Can't forget about Mimi. An army of angels passed us by in a straight row. Now, the other part of your question, Kat, is are they all as hot as Lucifer? No. They're hot, but they're not as hot. The Citadel is already preparing for war. They are preparing to defend the capital. What about Hell and the Academy? Defending the capital is a top priority. All of the greatest minds in heaven are gathered here. The council refused to support the Academy in any way. They accused me of letting all this happen. She smiled bitterly, as though she agreed with the accusation and was no less angry with herself than they were. The students won't be allowed into the Citadel, and demons aren't allowed into Hell because they're conducting their investigation there. Wow. They're forcing us to stay within the school walls. Damn, so Lucifer can't even go home, bitch? Damn. We were trapped and so far cut off from the rest of the world. Arrogant bastards. Lucifer hit the nearest pole, and broke it in two from his powerful blow. Okay. Let me stop. Why? V, calm down. Alright, a few heads began to turn our way. Calm down, Lucifer. There's nothing more that I want in this world than Dino and Lucifer to end up being bros. Please, please, please. Please don't spoil it for me. If that happens, I don't want to know. But goddamn, wouldn't that be adorable? Control yourself. He grabbed my mama. Lucifer grabbed Mom by the wrist and pulled her towards him, forcing her to look at him. They're taking Hell away from me, my home, and they aren't even going to defend it. You angels are nothing but cowards and egoists. Mom stepped towards him, but she had to throw her head back to look into his eyes. Oh, so he's tall? Let me stop. You demons are nothing but mongrels, so easy to control and even easier to intimidate. Lucifer got mad, grabbed her by the throat, and pushed her. Do it, baby. Do it. Push her against. Kill her. Kill her. No, Vicky. Let him. Lucifer, let him. Dino immediately tried to put Lucifer away, but he wouldn't budge. Calm down. Lucifer didn't squeeze her throat, only held her there so that she had nowhere. Okay, only held her so that she wouldn't go anywhere. And yet I was furious. No, you're not, girl. I'm not. Let her go. I'm not furious. It's okay. They locked eyes for a while, then Lucifer let Mom go. She calmly straightened her clothes. The cat said, destroy her? Have you calmed down? Yes. Now is the time to be disappointed. In me, in the Citadel, in Fenicio. You caused Fenicio so much pain. Why did you trust him? Because I thought he was a good person. Good. He hated you with a passion. He didn't bother hiding it when you saw each other. Yeah, I'm with Kate. I'm with Martian. I'm with Kat. I just got stuck on like the first word of your username. I'm with Kat and with KT that I would be totally fine if he had just ended her. Sorry, I got stuck reading. Fishy Bun said RC describes Lucifer 6'1". Oh my god. Okay, he also likes strawberries. What a random fact. Is it because they're red? I don't know. Mom laughed. The thing about hatred, wherever there's hatred, there's always love. The fleeting expression of tenderness that appeared on her face immediately changed to disgust. But what he did wasn't out of hatred, it was out of weakness. I hate weak men. What a humiliation. Honestly, I don't like Rebecca, but that's kind of a mood. Love doesn't make a person kinder. More likely, it makes him obsessed. It made him kinder, even though it's now all in the past. I had to think about it for a second. Mom shook her head as though she was going to refuse, but she suddenly changed her mind and told us the whole story. Her voice regained its earthly sincerity and tenderness. I've just entered the Angels and Demons Academy. In those days, the unclaimed were treated even more scornfully than they are now. Later on, I managed to prove that humans aren't inferior to immortals, but back then I was just at the beginning of my career. I didn't get over my death yet, or the fact that you and your father remained on Earth and I won't see you again. I sat on a bench by the statue and prayed in silence. I recently returned from a mission. As if on purpose, they assigned me to a family with a child. I need to persuade the woman to stay with her family, but I saw that the marriage was destroying her. And at the same time, I saw the child's fear of the unknown, the fear that everything is about to change. I assessed the situation and concluded that it would be better for everyone if the woman left. I was accused of not coping with the task at hand. I was seething with rage. I was so irritated that I wanted to burst into tears, but I didn't betray my emotions, even in front of the statue. At the time, the throne, Vinicio came to the academy. His son was soon to be enrolled. Apparently, he also decided to be alone, but I had already occupied the secluded space. What the fuck is a throne? He stopped once he saw me, nodded his head, and was about to leave, but something held him back. What's the matter with you? Are you upset? I had a proud stance. My shoulders were tense, my face didn't express anything, but he felt it anyway. Is Vinicio dead? I don't remember that being said, but did he die? Everything is fine, nothing to worry about. He turned around to leave, but then again changed his mind. He solemnly lifted the hem of his cloak and sat down next to me. I heard about the mission. So, as an angel, you cannot support my decision. He thought a little before answering. I have heard of an upstart, and am claimed to imagine she can rival with the immortals. It delighted me. I immediately thought she will become an angel. Why an angel? Only an angel. Only as an angel can you achieve real greatness. We have real power in our hands. He's alive? Fuck. God damn it. His words thrilled me, although I couldn't understand why. Do you know what the difference is between angels and demons? Okay, clearly I don't know enough about the hierarchy of angels because... Do you know whether it's below a seraph? Like, is a throne above or below a seraph? The side they fight for? Demons are driven by their emotions while we think with our heads. And a cool head is just and fair. Sometimes angels seem cruel, but they are not. Cruelty is always born out of emotion. We are not like that. You would be cruel if you did not do what you did. His words made me feel better. I will follow your progress. He got up, bowed slightly, and left. Interesting. Top three. So he was really in a real position of power. Gotcha. Vinicio was the first immortal who addressed me with respect, especially one of such high rank. A throne bowing to a disciple, and not just any disciple, but an unclaimed. Back then, it was something unthinkable. Later, I managed to win the respect of many, including Crowley, but Vinicio saw me as a worthy rival even before I became one. And he respected the power he saw without getting offended that this power came from an unclaimed. His words became fateful. They laid the foundation of my views. I thought that despite his sorrow, he wouldn't back down from his words. He wouldn't become cruel. I thought we would always share the same vision of the world, even when hating each other. But that wasn't meant to be. I'm sure Father thinks he did the right thing for the common good. Oh, Dino. Lucifer laughed. Your father is a sick bastard who started all of this to wash off the humiliation of being rejected by a woman. I don't disagree. Ooh, I'm sorry to say it, Dino, but I don't disagree. Your father sucks ass. Your father sucks. He only did it to regain his power. Shut up. He's not wrong. God, can y'all... I love Lucifer, but it is so exhausting watching him get into a fight with every character in the scene. Dino grabbed Lucifer by the shirt. You're angry because you know it's true. Dino nervously let go of him and walked forward. Yikes. He roasted him. We walked a few more blocks in silence. Yeah, that was a deep roast. The views were still depressing, but Mom continued to lead us deliberately through the narrow streets. Why are we strolling here? I want you all to take off your rose-colored glasses. I totally agree with Lucifer. He couldn't handle being rejected. I think he was humiliated by, one, the fact that an unclaimed rejected him, and two, the fact that he sacrificed everything and got nothing for it. Yeah. I think Fenicio is probably the closest that we've gotten to an incel in this book. I want you to be ready for war and not expect support from above. But you're right, we have to go back. Mom waved her hand, and the dragons suddenly emerged from behind the clouds and flew towards us. Fire lowered his body so I could get on him. His eyes studied me closely. All right, I'm tired of this sexual tension between me and the dragon. This is too much. Don't look at me like, oh my god, no. He shook his head and jerked his body. I laughed, but my laughter was cut short. Everything went dark in front of my eyes, and I could no longer feel my own body. Here was another vision. Malbonte was standing in front of a table full of maps. Figurines of demons and angels were scattered on some of the maps, resembling a game of chess. Other maps had red marks pointing to a specific path. 3 demons stood motionless in front of Malbonte, obediently awaiting orders. There was only one thing that interests me: victory. And there are only 2 things that will bring it to me. Is there anything new you can give me? He spoke in a strange manner, as if he wasn't addressing the demons at all. But whom, then? A shadow emerged from the corner. The figure stepped into its light, revealing his identity. Of course, it was Fenicio. I'm not really that surprised. We need to cut off the provision routes to the academy. Why would I want the academy? I need the citadel. The puppy is small, but even he can gnaw at one's throat if he is furious and cunning. It's better to let him become so weak that he can't bite. One side of Malbonte's lips curled up, and his face looked furious and shrewd at the same time. Its grin seemed to say, I know your motives, old man. I understand everything. I like your rage, Fenicio. You'll stay by my side as long as you function as a ranging engine and not a hindrance. I know. For a while, Malbonte silently examined the maps in front of him. Then, without raising his head, he gave a cold, short order. Cut off the provision routes. I woke up in Lucifer's arms. I'm never ready for it, everyone. I'm never ready for it. Oh my god. I gotta be honest, I think this whole, Malbonte thing is going, way over my head a little bit. I don't know if, when Malbonte talked to Fenicio and he was like, I know what you're doing. I don't know what he's doing. If anyone can explain without giving me spoilers, then I'm okay with you saying in the chat, but if it requires spoilers, don't do it. Not Fenicio, Jesus Christ. Okay, Lucifer looked at me, confused, almost frightened. Is everything okay? Sort of. You fainted. I know. I tried to move past it, like no one was gonna acknowledge it, but I did. Sorry. My mind was so focused on trying to figure out what the fuck was going on in that scene that You know what? You're right. I apologize. I was silent. He took off. He took a lock of hair off my face. God damn it, Lucifer. Stop being horny, bro. What's the matter with you? Or did you just feel the need to lie on my lap? It actually is confusing. I had a hard time understanding it. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. Kat says aw. Drop some awls in the chat. Let me see. I'm gonna drop some hearts in the chat for the cute moment that's going on. KT, we had a vision and we fainted, and Lucifer was there to console us, I guess. I stood up at once. You wish. Why are we playing hard to get? We love him. We're in love. Mom, somewhat perplexed, bent over me. We were talking about, like, what Malbonte was kind of, like, sensing from Fenicio in that scene. And I said, if someone could explain to me kind of, like, what the strategy is without giving spoilers, then feel free to. But if it requires spoiling future chapters in order to explain the scene to me, I'll just wait. What's the matter? I was overwhelmed with excitement. I suddenly realized that the stakes had gone up, and every word I say, every action I take has consequences. And those consequences may affect the fate of many mortals. This feels like Romance Club is speaking to me at this point. It's hard to, like, know whether to tell them about Malbonte's plans because I genuinely don't know what Malbonte wants. Like, he wants power, but, like, what is it gonna cost for him to get power? Because at the end of the day, Lucifer is my endgame. So really, anything... anything that makes Lucifer my endgame is what I'm going with. And I'm very confused about whether I should rattle on him, or tattle is probably the better word, or if I should just keep it to myself. I don't know. I don't know what to do. This is, oh my God, I'm actually stressed. I'm actually stressed about this choice. Oh God. Oh, the choice affects your connection to Malbonte more than anything else. Well, tell is better for Lucy. Okay, thank you, Eric. That's what I wanted to hear. Hunger won't kill us, but it can weaken us tremendously. Oh, it actually won't affect your relationship if you take Malbonte's side. Okay, appearing some conflicting things, but I'm gonna play. Here's the thing. I think I'm gonna play this, like, because I know Malbonte isn't a lie, I think. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna do this replay not being on Malbonte's side and picking an ally that's not him. And then when I do the replay for Malbonte, I will be on his side. That's how yeah. There's a war coming. We must be prepared. You betrayed Malbonte's plan and relationship deteriorated. We don't have a fucking relationship. I had a relationship with Bont, not with Malbonte. Malbonte wants to take away our provisions. What makes you think that? Another vision. I believe you. The atmosphere became tense. Hi, when the fuck did Y'all, I feel like this game is jerking me around so hard with this high glory, low glory, high glory. The atmosphere became tense. No one said anything, but we could all feel it. Our anxiety passed on to the dragons, and they waited impatiently for us to saddle them. We flew faster than the wind. As soon as we landed, Mom jumped off her dragon and waved to Geralt. I've been walking a thin line of high and low glory. She caught up with him and began to give orders on the go. We urgently need to change the supply route. But we just approved it today. We need to change it. They disappeared within the academy walls. I've done my job. Now it's up to the higher ranks to figure it out. Lucifer got off the dragon. He looked me. This man could breathe in my general direction, and I would faint. Genuinely. He looked me up and down carefully. I froze, thinking that he wants to tell me something. I always took it as taking his side hurts the other allies. Same way having a relationship with Lucifer hurts relationships with Mimi and Dino if you try to romance multiple allies. Yeah, I could see that. But he took it. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me, Lucy. But he took a few steps back and then turned around and went inside. I looked at him with a sort of sadness. It's easier for Lucifer to push me away than to let me in. He thinks that feelings make him weak and he doesn't want to be weak. One day he'll be ready, but it may be too late. Oh! Vicky, let's slow down. I'm willing to wait, okay? Let's not threaten that, okay? Like, I'm willing to wait. There's no other Li. I don't know what you're talking about. Mimi was standing a little further away. She waited for me to come closer. How did it go? Oh, okay. It was tense. Are you okay? Mimi seemed not to listen to me. Her eyes slowly and thoughtfully peered at the horizon behind me. I want to visit my father in jail. She looked at me desperately, almost begging. Can you ask Rebecca to let me see him? Yes, we will. FYI, I'll go anyway. It's out of respect for you that I want to do everything right. Finally, Mimi with her goth outfit. Look at her bondage pentagrams. It's a great outfit. Her face and voice changed dramatically as she made her statement, and it stunned me. Eric said it's so hot. I froze in surprise and then burst out laughing. What's so funny? Mom is unlikely to allow it. Well, I'll have to break the rules then. Then I'm with you. The tower hasn't been restored since the battle. We waited for the night and flew through a gaping crack in the wall. Wow. I mean, it's only been a day. I'll let it go. We walked along the hallway and stopped in front of a cell that barely survived during the battle. Mammon was sitting on the floor with his elbow on his knee, whistling a melody. Dad! Devil girl, what are you doing here? He came closer to the cell bars, but hesitated a little when he saw me. You are not alone, I see. Hello. When will they release you? I don't know. I know, I'm so soft for her and Mimi's friendship. He looked at me. I hope your mother will not rush to chop heads off. She might still need them. She thinks you're somehow connected to Malbonte. Mammon grimaced as if the very thought of it offended him. I serve Satan, and I'm not going to kiss the ass of some newly born sucker. So Satan had nothing to do with it? He turned out to be just a puppet like many of us. Yeah, kind of what I suspected. Malbonte knew exactly what buttons to push to get the worst out of everyone. Winchester warned us, for the wound to heal it must be cleaned out first. I'm gonna say Winchester warned us, but no one was listening. It was always like that, but what's done is done. His death is even ironic. Why? His father studied the history of Malbonte. He even wrote a treatise? Whether it was coincidence or a punishment, Malbonte chose Winchester as a victim. Mammon laughed, clapped his hands, and swayed as if he was dancing. Is this all a game to you? Not only me. We are all game, didn't you know? He burst out laughing. His laugh seemed ominous, and his words made me feel uneasy, although I couldn't say why. Stop it, Dad. Better tell me, when will you get released? When I feel I can trust him? Oh, God, bitch. Mom? She entered the cell first, followed by Miss Lena and Andy. Her back was unnaturally straight, her shoulders were tense, and her gaze was impatient, as if she was ready to attack. What's going on? Andy spoke, and I shuddered hearing his voice. Same. It had become so cold and frighteningly diligent. I was appointed chief pilot for provisions of this trip. We changed the route at the last moment, but sent another team along at the old route to check your story. You were right. She's everywhere. They got attacked. Did you manage to deliver the provisions? Mom was offended by his rudeness, but still answered. Yes, we'll have food. We have a rat among us that reports everything to Malbonte. There's no other explanation. Yeah, seeing Andy just feels so fucking random. Hunger won't kill us, but if Malbonte wants to attack, we won't be able to defend ourselves. I'll try to think of a safe route. But until then, she took the keys out of her pocket. Mimi straightened up. Have you decided to free me? I need more immortals. Andy is quite the brown-noser. Let's call this probation. Mammon grinned at Mom's arrogance. He didn't seem offended by her tone or the fact that she was a former unclaimed. When you're confident in yourself and your strengths, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Satan is dead. I was left behind, as if I were a simple unclaimed. For now, I'm interested in being on your side. For now? Yes, for now. Mom froze with the key in the keyhole. She looked at him, analyzing what she had just heard. Clack, clack, clack. The door of the cell opened. For now, I'm okay with that. Mammon came out slowly, imposingly, as if he wasn't coming out of a damp cell, but freed from his own chambers to greet his guest. Well, What? The cell behind Mammon became dark like a crypt. Through the only window in the dungeon, you saw the sky blackening with birds. This again? Without saying a word, we rushed outside. There's so much happening in this book. We froze, throwing our heads back, staring silently at the sky. I felt Mom's shoulder resting against mine. Hundreds of thousands of Sabantras flew past us. He's raising an army. I looked at my mother, surprised by the cold despair in her voice. All the creatures will be on his side. One of the birds separated from the flock and flew right at us. I jerked back, ready for an attack. Everything is happening all over again. But the Sabantra, instead of attacking me, stopped in front of me. Huh? It jerked its head to one side then the other. This is somehow creepier. Then took a step forward. I shuddered, but Mom didn't move an inch. Sabantra lowered his head and dropped a letter at Mom's feet, and then it disappeared among its flock. Mom picked up the letter, opened it, and began to read aloud. I don't want war, but there's no cure for a fish that rots from the head down. All that remains is to cut his head off. Mom shuddered and closed her eyes. Her hands were trembling. It's like he's... That's fucked up. Oh, that's so fucked up. Mom continued reading without paying attention to the hoarseness in her throat. I warned all rotting heads, I will cleanse your souls with blood. Mom didn't move. She looked at his letter and didn't say anything, and then suddenly crumpled it up, tore it to pieces, and threw it to the wind. We'll see. She turned around and resolutely went inside. Oh... I'm a-hurtin', guys. I'm a-hurtin'. I know y'all said it gets better with Lucifer, but man, I just want to run to the part where he fully accepts that he's in love with me. I want to sprint to that portion of it, and it's kind of painful. It's like, it's actually more painful in kind of the later chapters than in the beginning chapters, because at least in the beginning, it was kind of, yeah, so KT and Fishy Bun said it's a slow burn. Fishy Bun said specifically the slowest of burns. And it's really rough because at least in the beginning, like, you were like, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But like now we know he does. And we're just waiting for him to realize that he does. And it's so painful. It's so painful. Yeah, we got through a hefty amount of plot. I don't have any more teas, so I can't play any further. Also, my voice is officially gone. Fishty Bun said the realization process is so good 3 times. So, you know what? I'll stick it out. I'll stick it out. Just because the slow burn is painful, but it's so good. Something about a good slow burn is just amazing. So yeah, so that's going to be the end of our stream. This is a good time to remind you, if you haven't followed and you would like to follow, I would appreciate it. It helps the stream a lot. And if you are someone who's watching from like the replay on YouTube or on Twitch, we do this every 7 p.m. EST every Tuesday. So next time that we stream is going to be Shadows of St. 4, because we've played Heaven's Secret 2 times in a row. as a reminder, today is the 29th of June. There is a podcast that I do produce and host, and we're taking a break on the 3rd. Normally, we release an episode every Saturday. We're not going to be releasing an episode this Saturday. Additionally, next Tuesday, I will not be streaming. I will also be taking a break that week. So that's kind of all of the updates. And I will be back to stream on the 13th of July. That will be when you can expect another stream. And it will be specifically Shadows of Saint 4. But, everyone, thank you so much for following and watching, lurking, participating. I'm just going to check Twitch to see if there's anyone online that I can raid. Is anyone online? Nope. All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you all for joining and participating, and I look forward to seeing you in the next stream on the 13th. Bye-bye.